record. That would have been the perfect intro.
You're right. That probably was. What happened? I don't know. You guys should watch the Twitch. We're about to find out. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Out of Pocket Podcast. I'm your host, Zechs, and joining me as always is Zeta.
Hello.
Yep. And we've got a... What?
I just wanted to see how long I could hold that note. Sorry.
Okay. And today we've got a kind of not a long show for you. I mean, we're already behind because somebody wanted to play Path of Exile.
Now, to be fair, it's a good game.
All right.
And I will talk about it later.
Anyway, so on that note, I feel like I had something here, but now I don't know where I put it. Oh boy. Okay. One quick second. I thought I had it with me, but apparently I did not. I put it somewhere else, which is crazy. I guess I just didn't. Anyway, we've got a pretty light show for you today on the news. Pretty big news, but pretty light news. But usual, we're gonna start with some topics of discussion. First off, we're gonna start with thing. Week was okay. It was interesting being break time was perfectly fine. I aced both my classes, so I'm happy.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Be in there. And then what else could it be? Well, after that, I've kind of chilled. There are like a few things I do want to talk about, which is one. Did you see the movie?
Yes.
All right.
I've seen the movie.
All right. So
I'm the only one in that theater. Honestly, it was a pretty nice experience to do that.
All right. Let me put this tag up here. Okay. Yep. We are now on Gundam Hathaway spoiler territory.
Oh, that's all right.
Yep. So, yeah, y'all can skip. At some point, y'all can skip up to like the next 20 minutes if you're watching the VOD or on the rest of the normal podcast, whatever. But we're gonna talk about the movie Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway: The Sorcery of Nip Cersei, which came out and went by the time you're done, like literally like in between podcasts, it came and went.
Yep.
So, I think the best way to put it is the best line from a review I saw that said it best. Yeah, that brother Hathaway Noah is starving. Like,
you know, I'll put it in a similar way. And I totally understand Tomino now. And every other like older like film director. You do kind of actually need someone down bad in a movie. Gen Z is wrong. The Zoomers are completely wrong when it comes to this.
Okay. But
you need people that are down horrendous in your movies.
Yep. Like it was just kind of like jarring to me. Like the first movie is like, oh, that's perfectly there's nothing like insanely horny about it. Like it's arguably like that review basically was like the first movie is basically anti-horny, and the second movie is actually no, I'm actually insanely horny, but I can't because I gotta become the god of the new world. I can't give in to the flesh.
The human body is weak. We must become as God.
And it's just funny. It's just like, yeah, you've got Gigi, but then you've got, I forgot her name, the mechanic chick who is just wearing suspenders. She's just wearing suspenders, no which is like, she's just wearing suspenders. She had like a bikini top on at the beginning of the movie, first time we saw her. Then when she's like getting halfway ready to launch, like she's got like her suspenders on and whatnot. And then when she, it's like the camera's all in her ass. It's just insane. I'm like, whoa.
Look, all right.
And then Hathaway's like,
she got the message. You have to bag the leader of the revolution. Okay. Sometimes you gotta just be the queen of the revolution.
the goon of the revolution. and then she's like, and then the whole thing's like, listen, and it's, I don't know, but it's just crazy that that's the one thing, and then immediately we hit the scissor track.
The music score in this movie
is so funny with full context.
They are blasting Linkin Park in the next movie, all right?
Which song?
It has to happen.
I mean, it probably isn't, but it is like insanely just crazy. Like, damn, okay, calm down.
Right.
But yeah, it's just kind of, it is very much a, yeah, Hathaway is fighting those desires and losing. It's not even funny. Like, he getting his ass beat.
There's so much in that movie. It's like, man, you know, Hathaway is so incredibly lucky. He's the main character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. He's so lucky.
I mean, I'm just saying, the actual real revolutionaries will have actually just like strung him up, probably like 20 minutes into the film. Which I do like as a plot device, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, here's the actual rebels. You're like, hey, what is this bozo doing here? Like, college student? That's the boss? Hmm?
Yeah, nah, you gotta go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a funny story. When I went to see the movie, I was like, I'm probably gonna see it. I went by myself, saw the movie at the theater, which was the weird thing. The weirdest thing about this. So one thing, the weirdest thing about this movie is how it was like shown in cinemas, which is like, yeah, here's the movie, but you have to go to like entirely different like cinemas than the ones like you kind of went for like the other Gundam movie showings. It's like, why?
Yeah, that's
Like,
thankfully my theaters had every single Gundam thing. Like just the one closest movie theater to me. It's like, yeah, we're getting all the Gundam stuff. It's like, thank you.
The one literally right by my house. Like, there's one like, you know, at the big thing, and then there's like a at the big shopping square, and then there's another one which is like literally like I could literally like hop in my car and get it, come back in like 20 minutes. Like, that's how close it is. And it had it, but I'm also like sad because like it only had like the sub. And I'm like, oh man. Well, I guess I gotta wait until, you know, until like it drops on Netflix. The dub was showing, all the way in another city,
Oh wow.
in the sister city. So I'm like, bro, what?
Hmm.
Like, what are we doing here? So it's just so crazy to me about the way it was handled. I'm like, what? Yeah, can we never do that again? That was just so
I
like
went
insanely like weird how that was handled.
like I went in on Monday and I'm like, okay, there's one other person here. I'm just gonna stare them down from across from the exact seat across the aisle. And then I guess because I booked that seat out of competition, they no longer booked the ticket. I'm like, winner, me. Sometimes you just have to pull a power move. All right.
For what reason?
Look, whenever there's a chance to assert dominance, and it's really easy to do so, you might as well.
Okay.
You know what's funny? Learning.
What?
Most of the mobile suits in this movie are completely original to the movies.
Oh yeah, no. I kind of I
Like
found
not even the aliases.
yeah, I
All
was
like most all the Messers are movie original. The Plants movie original. The Regazy, all of it.
like I was actually just
So
kind
we
of
gotta sell something.
yeah, like it was looking dire because like they had the thing of like, hey, guess what? We're reprinting the cassette, but like slightly different now. It's like, oh, y'all have nothing in this.
No,
Did y'all didn't even sell the Jigen Manhunter version? Y'all had nothing.
man. There is so much like you can say about the Jigen like Manhunter and just the wider context of Gundam, and it kind of points in like the greater theme of the movie, right? One of the biggest themes in the movie. Armor kind of sucks in the grand scheme of things.
Yes and no, and I'll talk about it in a second. But
His problem is that he's a liberal. That's the biggest takeaway from this movie.
hashtag non politics podcast.
Right.
But for this one
I mean,
time, we
since
have to
like
discuss. We have to acknowledge it.
it's a Gundam movie. We have to get political a little bit.
Yes, I'm just letting y'all know we are not like this. This is just because we're Gundam fans, and Gundam movie.
Right.
We must talk. We must talk mecha.
Right.
But very weird to just kind of like a scene of just Gigi doing a home renovation and
Right. Like I get the idea behind the scene. It just doesn't convey itself at all.
I went through like a review talking about like the changes from the movie compared to the books, and it's like they say like that's probably the one scene they kind of messed up because there's like a
Yeah.
really like interesting conversation that's supposed to happen there, but they kind of glossed by it,
Mm,
which I can kind of understand because it's like hey, it's a movie, we only have so much time.
right. Like I get the point that they want to show like, oh, here's Hathaway and Gigi and they're like more composed nation. Now here's both of them having psychic breakdowns because of each other like 5 seconds later. These two are not okay.
When did they ever?
Right. I mean, you can't be a Tomino protagonist and be completely okay unless your name is Judo somehow. The one guy.
Yeah, no, judo skate like judo is so crazy because like bro escapes. He's like he
Right.
really went through the Neo Zeon one. You know what? I don't want to do it.
I'm
None of
taking all
y'all.
the new types and we are bouncing. Which is amazing. But doubly ironic because there's a 95% chance his group made the turn X.
I mean, also the very thing of like the obviously wasn't made with Laplace with Unicorn in mind, but the context of Laplace's box comes even more like funnier and funnier as time goes on. It's like
Right.
if he had just probably waited like 4 years, they
There
might have
wouldn't
been
be an
fine.
Axis shock if Judah was there. Okay, that's the crazy part. I'm almost certain he would have just had Char the balls like 20 minutes into the war. He's not gonna have it. It's like, oh, Neo Zeon. Oh, Axis shenanigans. No.
The, the real reason why Judo was not added for Char's counterattack, the real reason he was conveniently left like just enough time to bypass Char's counterattack originally.
Right.
It's like he would have solved all of this.
Right.
That's my protagonist.
And then he shows up in a Crossbone and then solves all of it. He's too good.
Mm-hmm. Because the one who's like actually like, I actually kind of lived a life. Like
Yeah.
I was out there in the trenches. I wasn't like sealed up in something and a pretty boy. I'm street smart compared to these book smart losers.
You're
I
right.
actually know what to do. Like I'm not gonna let this shit go on for much longer. Like he locked in.
Yeah.
And Tommy was like, we cannot have that.
It's why Domino took all the design of Switch, and when they were starting doubles, they had to work on Charles' counter. It's like, oh no, nope, Like, yeah, I'm just gonna take all this stuff for the other movie I'm working on.
All right, but joking aside, the point is like, it is kind of crazy to me how how Hathaway's like team just gets disintegrated.
Right.
It is kind of like funny with it too, because it's like, yeah, man, what happens? He has this moment of, oh, by the way, your girlfriend's about to leave you. About to leave you, about to leave the organization, about to leave everything. And then he immediately
Right.
goes to sprint after her. He's like, I don't know why. And it's like, well, maybe because she's the one who actually gave a damn about you in
Right.
a emotional compact that wasn't your family, dog.
And like, it's made even worse because she's the one who got him in the Maftiism. And he's like, hey, babe, I understand you want to have a kid and everything, but check out this terrorism stuff we could be doing right now.
Listen, honey, I love you, but I gotta be Malcolm X now.
Thank you for letting me thank you for getting me into this stuff. Like, oh.
And it's like, it's very much, the whole thing of like, oh, that's cool. And it's like immediately after realizing that he effed up far too late, everything goes down immediately. The Valiant gets destroyed, like half the team gets done. The like there's this artist that I saw that like was like really drawing like this one girl, like she basically gets killed off.
Yeah. Like, I do find that interesting about the movie, right? That the entire film is just Hathaway and Candace going, surely they're gonna be here, right? No, they're not. Well, actually, what if they think they're gonna be elsewhere, so we should actually stay here and stay the course? No, you idiot, it's clearly a diversion for like 1.5 hours. And then Candace's like, yeah, no, you should have actually took the bait. There goes your entire team, Hathaway. Like, shoot!
I mean, that's Gigi's fault.
Right.
Hence the title.
Which, I kind of feel bad. It's like, I feel bad for Gigi almost. It's like, what does she want out of everything? Hathaway to just be Hathaway. And all that. And it's like, all right, so how did they get Hathaway to be Hathaway? Sabotage Mafty?
Yeah.
Like, Hathaway's Mafty, right? Yeah. You realize you're getting him killed, right? Well, it stops him from being him, so eh.
But it is just very funny to me that it's like, oh man, just like literally his everything falls apart immediately after his girlfriend just says, you know what, I'm out.
So we're just a bunch of college students. Maybe we aren't cut out for this, okay?
Yep. And it's just like man, it's just crazy. You should like very much like to add on to the whole like sexual repression. Like, yeah, man, you were perfectly fine when you were having like actual like sex with her, but it's like, oh nah, you got into the thing, and all of a sudden you repressed. You ain't had none in a while, and it's all gone downhill from there.
I mean, it doesn't help that he's clearly not taking his meds.
That too.
Buddy, maybe I won't be alive if you actually just took the meds.
Yeah, man, maybe you wouldn't be alive and imagining Quest like butt naked, like on like some weird like pole or something. Like, what is going on? Bro actually was tripped out on this.
Sometimes you just have to take his Xanax.
It's like bro was just tripping out. I'm like, what is happening?
Right.
In that whole like charge counterattack flashback, it's like yeah, bro, you
gotta figure something out.
like you need to pull a guy gear and just bust a nut in that suit, bro. What are you doing?
Right. Also, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Lane in this movie.
Oh yeah, no, like we can talk about the
It's like, am I the only normal person on this planet right now?
No. No, but you're the only normal person in this scene. In this movie.
In every scene you're in. You seem to be the one normal guy in the room who's like, guys, why are we listening to a witch? Why are we listening to like some crazy girl walking us everywhere? Kenneth!
Can you stop? Man? Can you stop banging the? Can you stop banging the hot blondes and actually like lead us? Like I'm just like, it's like damn, bro.
Like I feel like Lane is the theoretical of the later generation will actually fix things that Amuro was talking about. But he's not allowed to do a single thing in this movie.
Nope. Which is even funnier with the final fight with the three. Like, it's still wild to me that the Alzius is just the new suit created.
New.
Yeah. I mean that, and like it's literally designed just for the movie. Because like I was like, man, where did this thing come from? Because like it already has like specs and everything. I'm like, wait, it's actually like new-ish, or like a design that they actually like went forward with.
Like I'm just assuming the reason why they had to make it was going to be a little awkward in the second movie if it just ended point blank. And then Hathaway's entire team died off screen. The end.
I mean, he has to at least get Gigi back, right? I know at least that's how the second the second book's supposed to end. So it's like, well, I mean, if there's any place to put a fight, that should be it. But
like, oh, it's just a training mobile suit. It's like, oh, why are you sending a training mobile suit out against this stupid thing?
And the idea was like, Lane should be able to at least beat it. to at least
Right.
diffuse it, like catch it, right? And then Hathaway has the most adverse reaction to Furiana talking.
Honestly, fair. I'd react that way too. But I watched the dub.
So it's just like
Like, it's,
I'm just like,
it was
damn.
on site. Which is why I find it super funny that they show the Legacy and then not put it in the do anything with it. It's like, oh, honey, we know exactly what you're doing. We know exactly what you're for.
Oh, you mean to
Like
die?
we've designed this mode so entirely so Hathaway can crash out again in the next movie. Like, all right, he's
Wait,
seen the ghost of Amuro. Now here's the ghost of Chen.
yeah. I mean, so I'm just like, what rig is it? Are you talking about? Because I'm like, I don't remember one.
It was in the hang. It was in when we're like deploying for the hangar. There's just a Regsy in like Wave Rider mode.
Oh, like right before. It's just like,
Yeah, it's just there for some reason, and they bring it on board the ship. I mean, like on board and everything. It's like, and it doesn't do anything the entire movie. It's like, huh? This seems like foreshadowing. Let's stick Lane in another suit that Amuro piloted. Surely this time it'll work out,
oh hey Chekhov, how you doing?
right?
Okay, I must have missed it again. Only saw it once because when I wanted to go watch it again, my theater stopped showing it. But for some reason,
Yeah,
the
it's
theater
blinking. You
long
missed it.
ago kept showing up, which I'm like, yeah, can I put a thing like, hey, never do that again?
Right. Let me see if I can find a screenshot of it. I'm sure it's from somewhere.
But in the meantime, like, it was just insane to me that Hathaway saw it, had a breakdown, and then proceeded to mollywop it.
Right. That was.
He beat that motherfucker's ass so badly.
It's like that thing is a goddamn gorilla of a mobile suit.
It's like, I'm just like, God damn. Like, and then the scene, like the final like, moment, he's just like sawing the beam saber into the MP new, and it's like, dog, you are not here anymore.
It's like all I see is Amuro, man.
It's like,
Here it is.
all right, let me see it. Oh, okay. I probably no wonder I didn't really notice it because it's like it's a whole different color. I'm like,
Purple.
yeah, it's a whole different
Yeah.
color. So I'm like,
I'm like, it's like do a coin flip, right? Is this gonna be Kenneth or Lane's mobile suit?
I think it'd be crazy if King got in a mobile suit. Like, what? I mean, to be fair, from what I read about like the original like final ending of that fight, it's like, yeah, something else has to change there because like there's because of it just kind of ending.
Right.
Like,
I think that's the struggle with this entire movie trilogy is that we have to change a ton, but we also can't change too much as to make it seem like we're not going to end it the same way.
yeah, because I'm like, because I'm
Like we
still
still have
just
to go
like,
from point A to point B.
because I am just thinking, I'm like, are they really gonna do it?
They kind of have to do it, but they can't. But they can't do it the same way they did it.
Because I could imagine that scene like I'm trying to keep it for like people like it's spoiler cast for the Hathaway movie, but not for the actual thing. But like I'm trying to like keep it as spoiler free as possible here.
Yeah.
I could imagine that scene with Brightson's film, by the way, in movie 3 where they actually have to contest that, and it's like I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, no, but they kind of have to do it.
I mean, they could just
I
pull.
honestly think it's one of the most pivotal moments in the Universal century.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like, can we just like Lelouch him or something? Just like
No.
just like have him like in a buggy, and we just act like nothing else happened.
And that's what people want, but I'm like, unfortunately, this is the moment in this universe.
I mean, yeah, if that's what people speculate is the whole key that begins Gaia Gear or the whole rest of the UC going forward, it kind of needs to happen. But it's also like,
Which is why Unicorn was it's why I feel so oddly about Unicorn, where it's like going from Unicorn to Hathaway, it's like one, you just gotta stop existing. I'm sorry.
one of you gotta go, and it's in 3 years.
Right.
Like,
So I'm like, these two works cannot coexist in the same universal century. I'm sorry.
I mean, they probably can. I think that's why another reason why is like, how the heck do we make this work, dog?
Like not like message wise. It's like like it feels a lot more poignant when like all the stagnation and nothing happens between Char's counterattack and Hathaway.
Well, I was thinking about it for a bit, and I'm like, maybe actually it does work. And
Huh.
like this kind of like idea of like the Federation's so corrupt, they basically like they is like, yeah, no, we effectively is like, we actively refuse to acknowledge this. In fact, we refuse it so much, we will literally just like kick y'all off and act like this didn't happen.
Yeah, but like what I mean though, right? Is that like we see the manhunters and things forming in Char's counterattack already, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we go straight into Hathaway, where it's like, oh, things completely stagnated. Armor was completely wrong. There is no hope here. The Manhunters are still doing things, and the rich have completely run wild on the planet. And that's a lot more of a sour note than, oh, all the unicorn happens, and that's beautiful. But also, we also gets completely like erased from history. It's like, okay, sure.
I mean, I think it was like, because like,
Also,
again,
Twilight acts as a narrative.
I mean, I think we can kind of like, I don't think narrative's important to this, but it's like nor Twilight exists, honestly. But I think about it like this. It should say something about the Federation that they literally have a recorded message that yes, new types have equal rights. You put it in the charter. That shit was there. And they still did everything in their power to try and cover it up, and then and show like the actual toxicity of Federation. But it's like, well, and I think it would fit into Hathaway. It's like, well, because of what happens, it's like that was the final thing, like being the final trigger of the whole thing.
Hmm.
Like, I'm trying to think about I like this. I watched a Gundam, was it Gundam Lore or Gundam Explain, someone who's kind of talked about their thoughts on the third book, and they're talking about like how they felt about Matthew in the context of adding Unicorn. And it's like, well, yeah, it's like for a bunch of these people, it's like they literally saw godly miracles happen and nothing changed. Like, I guess we have to do it. Like that feeling of we
And
have
then
to do
3 years
this.
later, more godly miracles happen, and then nothing changes again.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 years after that, more godly miracles happen, and then
yeah,
there'd only be so many godly miracles between 93 and 105
and it's like, you
for
know
me to
what, we
believe
just
it.
gotta do it. It's like, if God can't do it, then I guess man has to, because that's the only way this is gonna make any change at all. Which, in that context, I think that works. That's just kind of me, right? of like
Fair.
there's a reason why they are fighting, and it's no longer just because, and it's not just because we have nothing. It's we got to.
Right. I mean, I get it.
Like we're
I can see it from that angle. It's like both, like they can work together. They can work independent, or like you can you. There's two rounds, right?
mm-hmm.
One, Hathaway and Unicorn somehow happen together, or two, only Unicorn happens. I mean, Hathaway happens. I'm not accepting a timeline where Unicorn is the canon to UC, and then we just go straight into the F91 situation.
which
Like,
is which I am
I
interested in. Like, then what the heck what are we going to do? Which
right.
is why I'm like, what is? Which is why I'm like, are we going to address this in the 50th like series or something?
Yeah, like that's the other weird thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like what they've been doing a lot of stuff with like edging towards like the midway point between F91 and early UC, right?
Yeah.
It's like something's gotta give. We can't go that much further than Hathaway.
You will have to address it eventually.
Yeah. When I'm just gonna Google when F90 Formula Front takes place. Fastest formula, I mean. Because that's where it's like, okay, here's the exact line. Oh, UC 112. There's only a 7-year gap between Hathaway and Unicorn. I mean, Hathaway and the F90 stuff. Like, we are teetering on that edge for the UC.
Yep.
And according to Bat Sunrise, they're planning on a Unicorn 2 still. And I'm like, stop. Wait.
That stop wait is literally how I feel about a double O sequel. It's like, no, stop, please. You ended it well. We don't need to have like an extra. We don't have to open up those stories again. We're good.
We already know what's going to be. It's just going to be Graham Akerwank for like 24 episodes. Like, yeah, that doesn't need anything else either. It's crazy because, like, if anything needs a spinoff, it's kind of Witch from Mercury. Like an actual spinoff that takes place in the same universe and not another AU.
I mean, they have a spin-off, but it's I think a light
Doesn't
novel.
also doesn't do anything. Like I've never seen a world, a timeline so like ripe with potential, and they're immediately like, all right, let's not do anything of note or significance with this timeline anymore.
I mean, how do you think I feel about the utter like fumbling of the IBO timeline?
Bro, I'm trust me, I'm still mad about Gecko getting canceled. I get it.
Like, I am pretty sure that thanks to uh Path of the Challenger movie, we are never seeing a single Gecko suit ever, IBO suit that isn't from the main show ever again.
Right.
Like, they fumbled because it's like no one knows what the heck that did, the heck that was, and it was just very confusing. It was like none of the
Yep.
charm that series exists, and then each time, and I think I'm like, I really hope that I forgot who dropped
I mean, it is funny
the
they keep
things.
playing the Marcosius and everything, and it's like, guys, no one cares about this suit.
I mean,
It doesn't have to be in every single Gundam project.
what was like the last time? What the card game, right?
Uh huh.
It was like last time it showed up. Yeah, because that was like when like they're like, there was probably like ideas like, well, we still want to have IBO uh, have representation for uh IBOs because it was like, hey, we got the Patholo Challenger coming to the West. Let's put it in here, and it's like no one cares.
Right. Like I'm gonna say people like the Astaroth way more. All right.
I mean, the
He
Astroth
hasn't
has
gotten half
this.
the attention.
I mean, the Astroth actually has a story attached to it that's not been butchered to the core.
Sure, just got canceled like midway.
Like people still think that Uter Hunt is like a sequel to IBO because of Stario's design.
That is hilarious.
Like I saw someone to this day still be like, I heard that was the one that was like the sequel with Mika's son or whatever. I'm like,
Right.
oh god.
Yep. I still find funny about Gecko in the SD Gundam Cross Race. The one line from one of the villains in the manga. It's like, my name is Jizzle Jizz and I am tendering my surrender. It's like, buddy,
What did you say?
that might have been the best line in this entire franchise. Why are you only a big character for one stage? And I wish I was joking about his name. Here we go with me sending another screenshot.
All right.
There we go. Like, there's no other way to pronounce this guy's name. I'm sorry.
I mean, you are not wrong.
He's like, I know what my name is. I need one quick one-liner before losing. What do I got? And I will tender my surrender.
I mean,
But yeah, back to Hathaway. It's like, um, it's funny. Like I was talking to my brother about the movie, and he's like, "What if we just kill the politician?" I'm like, "My guy, that doesn't work. The movie's about how that doesn't work."
for record, I just not posted it. This is who Zeta's talking about. Jizzle Jizzin.
Look, sometimes I feel like people just want to emulate Tomino's naming sense. Like it's like a rite of passage. If you're a writer on a Gundam side story, you have to do it to one character at least, right?
Yep. All right. Take that off screen.
No, no.
Uh.
Like bring Stabity.
All right. Any final thoughts on the movie so we can move on?
Not really. I do like the mobile suit fights. Like I know people complain that they're too dark, right? All the time they have to movies. I think the idea is that there's supposed to be a whole lot more like fighter jets now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're no longer doing classic bright mobile suit combat. It's like, no, this world's boring. This world sucks now. Here's drab and dark jet fighters flashing in the nighttime.
That's a really good way to kind of put it. Like it's too boring now. We
Right.
removed the sauce from Gundam.
And that's what the Char's counterattack flashback is still perfectly bright. It's like, yo, no, they could do it like that. It's intentionally dark because things are drab and boring. The Axis shock took out all the color with it.
It actually did because how's the
Which one was like so on the fence about counting unicorn, because it's like I think it's a little poignant that that one miracle was the last bit of whimsy and wonder that hit the UC.
Okay, okay, I see. I see what you're getting at.
Yeah. It's like that was the day the magic died.
Kind of like a thing of, yeah, you saw good, but because of it, the only people who could theoretically make changes basically got,
Mhm.
you know what, that's also another thing that they they brought up was like, you know, it's like you think about it in the brought about when they talk about Unicorn Hathaway. It's like, you know, it's like, hey, you know, all these people kind of fell flat, right? Like
Right. Oh,
one,
excuse me. I go grab some things.
okay, uh, but hmm, oh wow, wait, how y'all been, guys? You know, it's been usual. Just let us know in the chat how you doing, in the comments, whatever. How y'all been doing? What's your thoughts on some things you want to talk about? And you know, we'll talk about next podcast maybe. I have no idea how long it's gonna be going, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to, you know, kill for time because I don't want to move off because we're still in the spoiler territory. You know, I don't want just looking for me to go there. We're back. Like I was saying, they kind of put up a list of, you know, uh, well, you have all of, you know, you have all this. They also put on the point of um having the. I'm trying to figure it out how to say, but it's like, you know, all the all you know, all protagonists failed, right? The Earth Federation, the Xeon kind of failed in that independence thing. The AU technically won, but had no one to really represent them uh
Right.
in in
Like all AU got was Londo Bell out of it, really.
yeah,
And they didn't do a single thing to actually reform the Federation, mind you.
yeah, because like what I think what they said was like basically like their entire like their politicians basically all died by the end of Double Zeta at that point. It's like, yeah, you had no one else
hmm
who could help you.
Right.
Like,
It's like, okay, well, there goes everyone.
yeah, it's just like every time something tries to change, because it's the brutal power of the mobile suits, just something goes, and the Federation being so corrupt, like so many people get taken out or have lost the power to make substantial change in a way that would be beneficial for everyone. So it's
Yep.
like and you could say the unicorn event was the last straw for like the people who joined Matthew. It's like, dog, we literally had a deity show up and the Federation said no, it's time. Like, like it reminds me of it reminds me of Big Crit in like his in the Mountain Olympus track. Is like he's like God could physically
Hmm.
come down and say he's the greatest, my favorite. He has potential to outlive the heat wave. I'm gonna send through this motherfucker and build for a whole nother other culture and that whole nother other culture and that wouldn't be enough. Basically, this like God literally came down and said change, and they said
Right.
no. It's like what else do you do?
Like, I do like even Xeon just completely left the building by the time of Hathaway. It's like, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no. like, which is even which makes it even more crazier because like, yeah, Minerva said, "I'm out. I'm out this bitch. Get me
Right.
out of here."
Right, and then they like gave me without unicorn. It's like, oh, they did actually try to come together during the Axis moment. Xeon just ceased to exist afterwards. And it's like, oh, now there's just no Xeon to stop the Federation. I think it just all goes back to that, right? It's like Aiden failed. Wanda Bell just doesn't do anything. Bright never becomes a politician. And things just flatline. Like it's kind of, it's, intentionally depressing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the UC, including like G Savior, it's like, oh, the Federation just never changes
Nope.
at all.
Yeah, it makes everything worse in realizations. Like, yeah, yeah, just the Federation sucks. Like again, you have to do some mental gymnastics to do it, but like you can put unicorn into the context of the modern universal century. Whether it
Like a
should
little,
this,
like a few flips.
yeah, like whether it should is a whole different discussion. But
Yeah. Sunrise is gonna do it, and I hope they don't. But they might have to if they actually intend on Unicorn 2 being a thing. They might do it. But yeah, no. It was a good movie.
all right, all right. Well, I think we can take off the spoiler, right?
Yep.
About it's like get my hands free. All right, we're now exiting the spoiler cast. If I can, there. All right, all right. Back to the regular scheduled shenanigans. Let us go to other things. I bought the Digimon's new Digimon Starter decks. I was in the process of building them.
Beat Break and Data Swamp.
Yeah, I bought them just because I wanted to have them. Plus, having the reprints of the memory boost, hybrid memory boost sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Which now kind of leads to the thing. I need the Susanomon and the Shabala set to at least be a hybrid or have DNA Digivolve. I want to build, like, how come, like, I want to have I want to have a version of,
I can see it still being a hybrid.
yeah, what the fuck is it?
Huh?
Arcturusmon? Like, the
The one from
promo,
Beat Break or the one from
the
Ghost
promo,
Game?
the Ghost Game one.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's in Beat Break?
No. I
Arcturusmon?
was like, they were saying Atreides-mon or Arcturus-mon. I'm like, I hate
Yeah,
how similar these two Digimon are named.
Arcturusmon. It has collision piercing reboot blocker on play when digivolving. De-Digiball 3 one of your opponent's Digimon. Then by placing 2 cards of Gamamon in their text or the VB trait from your trash as his Digimon's top or bottom Digivolution cards, give one of your opponent's Digimon start your main phase. This Digimon attacks till their turn ends. On deletion, you may play one proxy Momon from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Assemblies -6. Level 3, X level 4, X level 5, all with Gamamon in text or opponent's traits. Inherited.
It just reads fight me.
Inherited. Opponent's turn. Once returned, when one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may change the attack target to this Digimon.
You're gonna fight it, and you're gonna die.
Yeah, so moving on. Out to my week. Uh Pretty much after that, did some more reading. I am getting close to halfway point in this book. And I'm about I'm about to begin a few like little projects on the side that I may need your help with. We'll talk about that off stream.
All right.
As for that, we got the beat break decks and everything. I haven't actually played with them, but I just got them because they're neat. What I have done is I have played some of Gaimon uh, with the new level 3. Um,
It is so annoying that there's two different Gaiamon.
what do you mean? There's only
It's
like,
like, well, I mean, sorry, the Appamon one and then the theoretical metaphysical Gaiamon from Digimon World 3.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
That we have never seen, technically.
Projected fusion of Galactimon on the planet Earth. Possibilities only
Yeah,
discussed in World 3 and Digimon Liberator.
you can imagine why we haven't seen it yet, because no one wants to actually think, okay, so what happens when you do actually, what happens to the Earth and the people on it when if Gaimon ever gets created? Not even Bandai wants to answer that question.
Unchained references the actions of Galacticmon in its attempt to become Gaimon in Digimon World 3, comparing it to their own plan. Okay. Galactimon's ultimate goal and would have been created by the merging of Galacticmon with the planet Earth, resulting in the extinction of the human race and the creation of an unimaginably powerful entity. Junior stops Galacticmon for achieve his goal.
I just want to see it. Even a mock-up.
It's crazy that they did that and then created a literal Gaimon
Right.
anyway, and it's like, I don't know, it probably would be like something from that Digimon series that would have happened had Bandai not gone, no, you're crazy for doing this shit. Did you hear about that?
Probably.
The Digimon like Beyond thing.
Yeah. Terrible.
I'm like, oh god. You know what, Bandai?
The final form of fan service in this franchise.
Like, it's like, what are they here for? Like,
right?
But anyway.
So you see, Omegamon has to be the best thing of all time, always, 24/7. Yeah.
But anyway, freaking what was it? I also finally got to go back to Vanguard locals for
Ooh,
first time
nice.
in months. And I played Magnolia Phantom, and it was all right. Keep in mind, when I finally got to play Magnolia Phantom, it was when the new Star Decks released.
Oh.
So, kind of this awkward deal of running head first into like nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
And by that I only mean I only fought Overlord, and I only lost because we hit time, and it's like, yeah, I think I'm good. I don't want to fight this anymore, bro.
Man, the Kai Con was the best and worst thing that could come out.
Which is funny because the Aichi con is the more meta one.
Right.
Which I was like, oh, Aichi's one sucks. It's like, okay, so then what the heck happened?
Kazuma Kiryu happened. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, turns out the only way to change the meta that Aichi can top deck immediately is by uh having a little girl be your best deck. And I'm not talking about like
Yep.
some sort of like something like that, that, oh, thing. No, I mean literally a literal child is the face of the best deck in the game. I'm not joking. Things have gotten that crazy.
Almost as crazy as those announcement 11 reveals.
You
Where we
mean,
enter round 20 of how come collabs get to have all the cool design space?
listen, I'm be completely honest. I checked out of this one.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm
It's
like,
it's a bit different when like every single card is like, okay, so here's the card and then here's a special move. It's like, how much toolboxing does one like collab need?
like, I'm pretty sure it might, like, if it's not like a competitive deck, then I'll be shocked. But it's like I'm just
Right.
like I don't want to even fathom giving
They
level
have
5 any
every
more
card
time of
effect.
day anymore until they get the act together.
Right. Yeah.
Because this is crazy. Wait, did we talked about that whole level 5 thing last episode, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we don't have to bring it up. I'm still just annoyed at them just being like so out of touch. There's like dog Falcom is running laps around you.
Dude, he is. I'm convinced Akihiro Hino is just bad timeline Kojima.
I don't know, man. Considering what happened a couple days ago, bad time Kojima might already be here.
Yeah, I just remember I saw that like earlier today. You know, yeah, no. Future Kojima. Sorry, not bad timeline Kojima.
Kojima, if
Point being, maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't have like alterers in charge of companies. They do need someone to keep them in check.
mm-hmm. Because like again, it's like dog, you really talk about AI's gonna help us, dog, and you ain't dropped a game in months, and the one you did was a mess.
Right. Like, buddy, you made Metal Gear Solid 2. What are you doing?
Not you. I'm talking about level 5. I'm still on level 5.
Uh, yeah, they. I think people are still waiting for the final update for Natsumi 11. By the way,
Well,
even that ends up getting stalled.
anyway, on that note, but yeah, I was just like, I'm just kind of checked out. Which I saw this post on Twitter like the other day, and they kind of made a post about how like, hey, just to let y'all know, because it is very much like interesting. The backgrounds in the cards for um the upcoming set, you know, have backgrounds in them that they took from uh they took them from no, they obviously took it from where is it? thought I had it. Did I get rid of it? Oh no.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like if you plan on buying these, be aware that the backgrounds of most of these cars use AI generated elements, backgrounds taken from the stock art made in part with AI. I wish Bushiroad would note this since it's important to inform customers about such practices, right? Keep in mind, they were just like saying, hey, it'd be nice if they just like you say, hey, for the record, there was AI used in this Vanguard product or something. Even if it's not directly
Right.
yours, it's like, AI was in it somewhere. It just wasn't us. It
Uh-huh.
was from level 5. And
Right.
every comment was like, I don't care. Why do you care? Who cares? So what? Someone said grow up. Like, what?
Crazy. Like, here's something I've noticed, right, recently concerning AI art. People suddenly drop the argument if it's not the final product, right? And I'm like, I'm baffled every time this happens. Oh, it's just concept art. Concept art. It's like, buddy, you still generated the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing this with Flesh and Blood. This happened.
What?
Yeah, one of for Flesh and Blood was like, I know some artists were like higher, but they were showing like art proofs for development art cards, and it was all AI art for their like in production cards for testing. It's like, and everyone's like, yeah, well, is the actual card we're buying gonna be AI? It's like, buddy. Yeah, everyone's completely quiet on Flesh and Blood using AI generated art in production.
Okay, do you have a source of
Let me see if I can
this?
find the tweet. All right. Hopefully I can find their tweet. And I need to start bookmarking important things. All right. This is what I get for like not saving stuff. Suffering. All
All
right.
right. Let me put
I'm gonna
this.
keep looking for it.
Okay. So on that note, besides that, the next thing is I yes, I played it. It was all right, and then after that, play more Gundam. I need to update my Gundam decks because I like outside of, like one or two, I haven't like actually like made a bunch of changes. On that note, the next thing is I built the I built some like other HGs. Um the victory I built. I'm planning to build the full burning, and then maybe like tomorrow, like when I have the chance, I'm going to probably build the dual gun assault shroud master grade. So that is my plan. um, after that,
Okay, I found a post of someone laughing about someone else posting about it, but I cannot find the original post. You've got to be kidding me.
okay. Can you at least post that so I can see?
It was like someone going, "Oh yeah," someone's complaining about someone on the dev team using AI play generated placeholder art. It's like, cool. Then why can't you people find links to the original post? I fold. I'll find it like probably towards the end of the stream at this rate.
All right. But on the other note, gotcha strange. Simply, uh, just kind of waiting for the next DK update. Like they said, hey, next June we get a event for a character that's like long awaited, and there's only like a few that are kind of like that, and it's like summer, uh, so we're kind of waiting. I assume we'll get like an announcement for like maybe like a stream sometime this week.
All right. Found an image of the tweet from someone else's YouTube video about the topic.
Okay.
Really from like October of last 2025, so it seems everyone just completely ignored this.
Your Facebook trends from turn drill my.
Oh, creator of Flesh and Blood TCG on their Twitter. Okay. Oh yeah, I found the tweet.
All right.
Cool. Yay, I did an investigation. Woo! Kidding.
All right. That's tweet is said October 2025.
The car on the left is so clearly AI.
This is October last year. Okay. I'm just gonna.
And then you can see in the comments, like everyone it's art and development purposes only. It's like, buddy, they still generated the card. Like, okay. Like disgusting.
Put this in the. Put this in the document for context.
Alright.
Uh. For the All right. Okay, that's in there. Cool. Yeah. So, on that note, so on that note, after that, the next thing is I'm waiting for after that, Wuthering Waves, that 3.4 update sounds pretty interesting. Mostly because I'm just kind of thinking about it's funny. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe
Sorry, I didn't cut out. What was it about 3.4?
I think it's just very funny that the potential concept of uh 3.4's collab um
Cyberpunk?
with Cyberpunk is I'm pretty sure the idea is like, yeah, no, this is just Lucy's PTSD.
I do like how there is actually a rule officially about like never putting David in any of the collabs. I'm like, oh, okay, all right,
Yeah, it's like the only way that makes sense is like, oh, it's because we're after the show.
right. All right, so it's like, oh, that's what we can get McGill to get. Got it. Or in anything else. So, buddy, you're staying in your show. All right? You've been immortalized in media history. Like finally, the one character from a really popular show that's been allowed peace instead of ending up like ReZero. Awesome. Like one, I'm like, I always keep them. Like, you know, I'd probably try Weathering Waves. I'm like, I can't bring myself. Like, I'm too far behind. I'm good.
I mean, at very least you can. I mean, they have the option. You could just start from the most recent storyline, but
Oh, that's pretty nice.
yeah, but
I'm kind of hoping they did say Zenless does the same thing because I'm like, buddy, no one likes season two.
all right. So I'm about to say something real controversial.
Oh boy.
Uh, well, two things controversial. One, Jesus Christ, what the hell? What the hell, Genshin? What? Why did you design her that new character that way?
What new character?
The what was her name? Sin something. Let's see. Genshin Impact. Um,
Oh,
let me find it. It's part of the like drip bark you needed. Yeah, for
Syndrome.
Sandrone. Yes. Like the amount of people like losing it over this character is insane. But I
Oh
think
no, I see again. I see a Mihoyo character. I see a robot conveniently placed next to them. God damn it! That's be a running joke at the company, right?
I mean, I think the difference between like this one is like this is the third. It's just very weird. They redesigned her. Like, have you seen her original design?
No. Oh,
Syndrome.
I think I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So it's like people were already upset, like just off the dress change,
Yeah.
and then it's like the robot she has is completely different than what she has now, which is which was kind of like another piece of why people liked it, because it was like, hey, uh, gothic robot made with giant, big, strong man.
Oh, Genshin. Like I feel like out of every game, every other game company I've seen, Mihoyo's always like, man, here's a great design idea we've had. Oh, it leaked out. All right, time to completely change it after everyone said it looks great. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just kind of like, it's kind of just like, it just looks like a regular Genshin design. Like, I feel like I've seen most of the characters in this game have an outfit similar to this,
Like, it's definitely a game that's outlived itself in a sense.
which is very funny because like they're about to hit the place we've been told about the whole
Right.
time. It was like,
And everyone's already like, okay, guys, after this exact moment, we're getting Genshin 2.
which very funny that this happened. It was like then the announcement came like, oh yeah, Honkai Impact Third Part 2 ends next patch.
Like, oh, okay.
Like then we're going to like a 2.5, and it's like,
I wonder how it must feel like to be like in charge of Miyo's like less popular games, and it's like you guys do realize you're never ending either, right? Huh?
to your 90.
Like, sorry, the Honkai second team is still stuck in the basement.
Which here's my second part about the controversial thing. uh I think they might need some new character designers, dog, because it is very obvious that like
Oh,
they've run out of juice.
oh yeah.
Maybe this would probably you probably find some more sauce if like add some melanin or some other styles in that game. Like here, like this is kind of like the very thing we were talking about. Wuwa. I brought Wuwa, and I was like, I think about him like I had a thought of like you know, Welling Waves and the Honkai, Kuro and Mihoyo are like both in China, right? Chinese
Yep.
adjacent, whatever. It is crazy that like every time I see people talk about Mihoyo and how like they don't have like dark skin characters, or dark skin characters are kind of like fake dark skin characters. And I'm like, why doesn't Kuro get the same like output? Because like you look at their like roster
Right.
and not a single person got melanin.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
not a not melanin. No, not an NPC, not a playable character. Like no one's got any skin darker than like the stuff that's on their body.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, is the reason why, like, the reason could just be simply, yeah, no, people just don't want to talk about Wuhan like that. But then I thought about it a little bit more. And I thought it came to a potential idea of maybe it's because Wuhan just doesn't try. Like, you just
Yeah.
kind of think of like every region they've had, right? They've had, you know,
Right.
we've had the starting region
Like
was more
Genshin,
like,
like Wuwa doesn't try to be a regional story, right?
I mean, they have regions, but it's not like
Like it's
based
not based on
completely
real
to
world
be
analogs.
like, yeah, real world analogs, right? It's like you have, but they do have some. some like aspects, right? No, wait, they are real analogs, but they're real analogs in like places where it's like you don't have to address it.
Yeah.
Like think about, say, the East Order region, right? We start with that. Then we had the Black Shores, which is more so just kind of like a technological place, right? That's not really like a full region. Then you had um then you had 2.0, which is Renacida. That is kind of like a mix between old Rome and Italy, Rome, Italy, and like kind of like some European aspects, right? And now we're at
Right.
our next region is an academy in like this whole like Frostlands, basically. That's 3.0 is basically. It's like you don't have to address it. You've gone through regions, you literally don't have to address any of that. Whether
Nope.
that's and it's like I think that's whether that's a good thing or not, that's all, dependent. But I think what makes Hoyo get a lot of flack is because they try and fail spectacularly.
Right.
Like
even Musume was like, okay, the new arcs in America. Here come the dark skinned horse girls.
mm-hmm. But we just talk about like Honkai Impact Third was like when they fully started to try, and then they made what's her name, Chloe, and it's like the most her storyline is like the most anti-blackness storyline I've seen in a gacha game.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's like just
Yeah, no, I think it
insane.
is fair to say Mihoyo is racist. If anyone wants to say you're not getting any flack from me.
like you just think about it, and it's like, well, like you just kind of think about it, it's like, well, the most anti-black thing, which is like it's a storyline, was like, hey, she thinks about like, which is like the most like entirely thing is like I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Like the whole storyline is, hey, here's black girl who's like, I think the main character's so pretty because of her white skin. It's like, oh god. And
Yep.
she's like, I'm not really like proud of my heritage. Oh god. And like,
You know what's crazy?
which is even crazier when it's like, I'm not really like, I like she kind of thinks, a little bit negatively about her family. It's like, oh god. And like you see them, like they're just like normal darker skinned black people, like that are both like in high positions in like the military of like trying to protect the earth, right? Like they should
Right.
theoretically have a lot of respect because they're like, and it's not like they're bad people, they're good people, but it's like, what is the point of the story? And it's like, y'all never addressed it.
It's crazy that Great Mazinger in the 70s handled a similar plot with way more grace.
It's just, and it's like, okay, like you at least chalk up to like that being like, well, they don't know. They don't know what a black
They
person really
have
does.
internet in China, Zechs.
Not, it wasn't like moving like that, right? I can give them a little grace on that because it was like early into like that, and like you could tell it's like they were like very much like no one there like had met a black person before, but like, hey, is this okay? Now, whoever designed Arlen needs to be like immediately like smacked in the mouth because what the fuck is wrong with you? Like Arlen is the only black character in Star Rail, and all of his and I don't know if it's bad localization, I don't know if someone's being a meme, or they really are that damn racist because you cannot tell me. Let me pull up Arlen's moves on Star Rail, uh, Arlen's moves.
All right, right. Well, you did. I'm gonna try to look for my backup earbuds.
Okay, Arlen's
Found them.
abilities. He has. Hold on. Was character profile. His skills. He has lightning rush, which is okay. That's funny ever. He has shackle breaker, frenzied punishment as his ultimate, pain and anger as his talent, and his technique's name is Swift Harvest. And he is. And let me go and look at Honkai Star Rail
This is since the once I played
version
HSR, I completely forgot about his skills.
1.0 tier list. Let's see. I want to see the original tier list for version 1.0. I'm going to look for somebody's tier list. Here's somebody saying throw back to the 1.0 tier list. Let's see. Someone put the tier list from Harkon Star Rail from like I think Priordan. They had Arlen in C tier, right next to the Trailblazer, a physical Trailblazer, and Herda was dead last. He was technically the third worst character in the game. Now let's look up a tier list for
You
the
you
current
can
game.
be S tier, and that's never going to escape that name. Those skill names.
Let's see tier lists. Who is the worst character? All right, so we have Tierlin. He is tier 5 according to current print standings, right next to Argenti, Original Don Hong, Luca, Hook, Dr. Ratio, Misha, Kinke, Xusheng, Zui, Yanking, and Destruction Trailblazer. Characters that have been massively power crept. Keep in mind, remember Herda was the worst character in the game at one point,
Yeah,
based on
I'm
that tier
aware.
list. He has not moved. They have done nothing to propel this boy into actually being playable. And again, he's the only black or dark skinned character in Star Rail.
Oh, his E5 is called Hammer and Tongs, and his E2 is Breaking Free. God damn it. There's no
like,
this
like,
has to be on purpose.
I mean, apparently someone's like posted a, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently someone posted like a early beta screenshot of him, and he had much lighter skin, so they just made him darker, and it made him bad
Right.
by version 1.0 standards. Where like the 4-star character should be at least decent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to call Mihoyo racist, but it's like the if it
Oh,
walks like a
okay.
duck and quacks like a duck, it ain't a mongoose.
Okay, maybe not the company as a whole, but like we can say this one time they did a little bit of a racism.
I mean, that's kind of also just. I mean, and then obviously people talk about Genshin, and it's like, and you know the critique of what was that region? Natlin being like, this is like based on like South America, South America, some parts of like Africa in a sense, in like modern tribes, and it's like there is collectively like two darker skinned people here, and one of them is effectively a Gyaru in cheetah print because she's literally cheetah, but it's like, and the only other one is a 4-star. On the same patch, her apprentice became a 5-star, and she's just a cow.
Wow. All right.
Keep in mind, she was also in the drip marketing for the original, like, whether like Genshin Impact, like drip marketing for Natlin. She was an OG design, and she was a 4-star on her debut years
Damn.
later.
Not the downshift.
Like, again, I'm not, again, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's just crazy. But it's like,
Right.
I just think about it like that. It's like, that's probably why like wuwa doesn't get as much like critique, because like they're like, we're not even gonna like attempt that. If like we're just gonna not address it at all. If we get
Yeah.
a point where we kind of should address it, we'll let you know. I would like them now. I would like them to kind of add some like a darker skin character in the game, but if they don't want to, that's fine, because they haven't like had a history of fumbling so badly. It's insane.
Right.
But it's also like, but it's still like, you can think about it as like, I get it. You're in China. There's a stigma that happens in
No.
China, but even then, what?
You gotta stop giving them that like tiniest 1% of leeway.
I know, but it's still like, I'm not like, it's just like it's just like, man, it's just like, I just think about it, I'm like, is that possibly a reason? I think just people just don't bring it up with Hoyo. I mean, with
Yeah.
the thing, because they haven't tried and failed the way that Hoyo has. They should, like, probably like the next region, maybe. I think Star Trek would have been a great idea to at least try one character.
Uh-huh.
And, like, drip it in here and there. Right? Even if you want to do like a decent 4-star, whatever, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, but at least like kind of like give the audience a taste of an idea, right? Because a good character design can be sold by anything.
Oh, for sure. Always.
So, that's just a thought I had, right? That, that's just kind of an opinion I had. It's nothing really crazy. Anyway, I'm excited for the Cyberpunk collab. I've already saved up stuff, so I don't really need to spend anything. Plus, they are giving out like special currency for this. So, yeah. And been playing more Tekken 8. Got to the Fujin, like the green ranks with Miatis. So, I am very happy that Miatis exists, because I'm like, man, I think I found my actual like genuine like Tekken main. I can't wait for her to not show up in Tekken 9.
That brings up an interesting discussion some people had on Twitter the other day about fighting games, right?
Oh boy.
Like, why don't they just adopt the live service model and just have the fighting game? Right? Like, why not just stop and just go, okay, here's the next season pass, season pass 10. You've already bought the game a while ago. You don't need to buy another one. Just, here is the game. Just, here's Street Fighter. You're renaming Street Fighter 6 the Street Fighter. and we just keep adding on top of it. It's like, you know,
I'm gonna let you finish before I rip into your argument completely.
why not, right? Like at this point, everyone's super used to live service model. You're already selling like 3+ years of DLC. Why don't you just make game the game from now on?
All right, you want to know why? Because one, that model sucks, especially for fighting games, which are a niche series, right? It quote unquote works for Street Fighter and Tekken because they literally two of the three biggest franchises in the entire world for fighting games, and even then, not that crazy, right? Like you're like people recognize Chun Li and Ryu and everything because Chun Li is basically like one of the first, like one of the hottest women in video games. Same with Mai Shiranui, but it's not because like they're like, oh my god, they're so popular. No, oh my god, the franchise is so popular. No, it's because they're hot as hell. Like, let's keep it a buck. But
Right.
it's like their popularity does not coincide with the entire genre's actual work. And secondly, they've tried that multiple times. You heard of multiverses? You heard of
Okay.
Killer Instinct?
Multiverse's problems were not related to being a live service game.
You heard of
It was related to being the
2XKO?
worst attempt at a live service game.
No, 2XKO is right there. People still think the game. People literally to this day think the game died because of that announcement, because of that downsizing post. People think 2XKO ended service and have not actually like interacted with the game since.
I mean, I've literally never booted up the game.
But it's like you get what I mean. It's like, hey, there's literally a live service game right there. It didn't
Okay,
work.
but like consider the following: Brawlhalla's been around for almost probably what 6-7+ years at this point.
Okay.
Still going strong.
Okay, but do you mean traditional fighting game or do you mean? Now here's the
There
other
is no
point.
way making this delineation now between two. Also, wait, Xenoverse 2 was pretty much the Xenoverse game for like a decade.
But it's also Dragon Ball.
Point being, you can in fact do you can do it right. All right,
I mean, you
you
can,
can't
but
just go. A true live service fighting game hasn't been tried. It has. It's succeeded.
you kind of think about the Xenoverse content. And you kind of remember, yeah, the Xenoverse content is basically just, but you gotta think it's just recycled assets, recolored or altered in some way. They rarely made new assets.
Yeah, and the best period of fighting games in the 90s was all about doing that. Yeah.
But then here's the problem. It's like, well, then it's like I get you. It should theoretically work on paper, but it doesn't for a lot of reasons. Because the one thing about fighting games is, well, I want to play the old version of the game. If you constantly update it, there is no old version. Like if we made a live service out of Street Fighter 2, you don't have a Street Fighter 3. And if Destiny has shown me anything, it's like you could literally buy the thing and it could still go away and you'll never see it again. You know, that still makes me mad about Destiny. It's like, dog, how did the community just let them get away with that bullshit? Like, there should have been a protest in front of the Bungie offices that day to say, put that shit back.
Right. And like, here's the worst part, right? With Destiny 2 ending, right? The $1,000,000 question: will they unfault the content?
No, they
Of
won't.
course not. Because
Otherwise,
if they did, it'd be an idea too.
Otherwise, they would have announced it in the ending post. No, they're just they not only vaulted your content, they are not also giving you the rest of the stuff from the season pass, despite not letting anyone on the team know. And people are like, well, that's because you don't want to give details about things there. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But then also puts another point that is perfectly understandable. But here's like also a counterpoint. The stock market is a piece of shit and should be like abolished completely. Like, just abolish
Dude,
the stock market.
if I'm an employee and I'm being told, hey, I can't let you know about that thing you've been working on yet. It's like, what? Yeah, we can't let you know you might be having a job in the next like 3 weeks. Huh?
Yeah, it's like, it's so stupid. It's like, why does, yeah, man, I would love to know, hey, we're gonna slow down, like at least saying, hey, we're gonna stop doing this, right? That's just something you would do, common courtesy. But now it's like, we can't tell you you're almost out of a job because otherwise the stock market will crash. And it's like, dog, your company is going to die. Fuck the stock market.
Right. Like, oh my god.
Like, I'm not, that's the stock market is the last thing I care about. If I had stocks in the thing, you know why? Because what the fuck does that mean? Especially if the stock is gonna go down. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, if anything, like, this is why the stock market needs to go away. Because what are you talking about? If I'm about to lose my job,
Right.
of course I'm gonna sell my stocks in the company. You're about to fire me. I'm taking my money as best I can. You might actually fire me. That's what I mean. Of course, it's a thing. And it's
Yeah.
like, the idea that you can't even get a 2 weeks notice that you're about to get fired because it would ruin the stock market. And the idea
Like, I
that the people
love
would
the
just,
hypocrisy.
yeah,
Oh, if I'm leaving, I have to give a 2-week notice. If you're getting rid of me, you can just do it right now.
and it's like, and it's so cool to do that when it's like, oh yeah, I remember the last time you did layoffs. Remember the last time you did layoffs? You showed remember the last time Bungie did layoffs, and that story came about, like the person who had saw the CEO's like car collection, and then
Yeah.
presumably got fired like a week or so later. It's like, dog.
Crazy.
It's like, yeah, I wonder where the money went for Destiny. Because it's like, and everyone's talking like, oh, it's Marathon's fault. No, it's not Marathon's fault. It's the, like, why are
No.
we blaming the video game for the fault of the people who literally hold all the money and the resources?
Right. Like, what?
And why are we blaming the developers, the people who actually work on the game, for the issues with the game, when it's like, it's clear they don't have the time and effort to do it? Like, every time they're saying, like, they literally told you who the actual culprit was. They've been telling you every single time someone gets laid off. They're like, yeah, no, it's them. They suck.
Yeah, right. Like, no one wants to just go, yeah, it's clearly the execs. Like, buddy, like, stop blaming other projects. Just blame the people in charge.
Like, if we going back to the melon topic, somebody said, yeah, it's cause they did the DEI hire. How about you shut the fuck up and go outside, you loser? What the fuck does that mean?
Right.
Like, you're still on DEI in 2026? No, motherfucker. It's that these billionaires have been abusing the systems for so long. But no, you want to blame it on women. You want to blame it on a bunch of women? They hired women who probably have more experience than you ever have in anything you ever do. They have more money than you probably have than you ever do. They have more experience. I would hire any of those women in a second before I ever looked at your greasy ass resume. Shut your bitch ass up. Talk about some
Right.
DEI hire. These people, do you know what? You know what? I would rather hire people that are black or a woman. You know why? Because that means they worked hard, nigga. That means they actually got their ass into the job market. They got their ass into the schools. They got education. They put their heart, blood, and soul into making sure they could get a job in the thing they love. And I would hire them and see how they do before I even looked at you. That's not DEI. That's hiring people who actually do their damn job. But you want to blame them instead of the people who literally will just spend the money the company makes on a bunch of bullshit. That will spend the money the company makes
all the time
on not actually supporting the game, not paying their employees. Like, how did you make it so I feel bad for Sony? That shouldn't be possible. I should never feel bad for Sony for buying your ass.
Like, I feel like the story of Bungie always ends up being, man, it's just Bungie.
It is that
like we have to actually forgive Activision, and I hate to say it.
At least Activision drops
no part
games
in Destiny 2 being bad.
Like, at least Activision will pull out games, right? They may not be great,
right.
but it's like, at least they've got their act together. Like, Overwatch was supposed to be in the ground by now, but they got the game back up and running. WoW is still going. Like, it's very obvious that, like, Activision is pulling their weight. It just needed a whole it just needed a good purge of the system. Except for, I mean, I'm talking more so about Blizzard half. The Activision half is cooked because they're on the Call of Duty mine still. Like, the fact that they're releasing a Black Ops game still, when Black Ops 7 was utter dookie water.
I thought the new game was Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah. Which automatically is like, oh, yeah, so that's what they meant when they said, hey, we're not releasing another game in the same subsection. And it's like, yeah, by going into a whole other subsection.
Right.
We didn't say we're going to stop releasing yearly games. We just stopped releasing the yearly games with the same subtitle. It's like, okay. And it's like, we already tell you, already put the AI in there. We know. Like, you don't have to tell us. We're still not going to buy that bullshit. I'm still not going to buy it, at least.
Right. I'm not.
I generally have not touched a Call of Duty since college, bro. Or at least, and by that I mean, like, first attempt at college. That's what I mean.
The most I've played, like, Call of Duty was, like, on a friend's TV in middle school, Modern Warfare 2. Alright.
Yeah, so it's just like, I'm not in your franchise to where this excites me. And it's like, like, hey, you know, release a good game.
Yeah.
This is definitely a game prior to Asha Sharma dropping, so it's like coming through. So it's like, it's not like I can't really put this on her, but it's still like, oh my god, bro, no one wants this right now. Like just so crazy because, like, if GTA 6 actually drops, what the were you just delay the game? If they actually give a genuine release date, delay the game. Don't.
No one's gonna release their GTA.
Ain't enough ball and gun gamers in the world that would trade GTA 6 for COD, and you make money worth something.
Right. Like, even Path of Exile, it's like, we were going to push our release date for the full game back. And we can't release on top of GTA. Nobody can.
I mean, it's like the only
Nintendo's probably like, all right, sorry, we were gonna release a new 3D Mario game. That's in 2027 now.
I mean, we're still kind of wondering, guys, is something wrong with Fire Emblem? Like, it's so crazy to me. It's like, listen, as somebody who's also, like, not in the ball and gun sphere, like, the idea of, like, people saying GTA 6 is gonna be the greatest game of all time still is like, dog, we have not seen any gameplay.
It won't be the greatest game of all time, but it will in fact be an event.
Yeah, it'll be an event, but it's like I'm just like,
Also, I'm pretty sure I don't even think Nintendo knows what's up with Fire Emblem anymore. Like, I feel like Fire Emblem has somehow run its course again.
but it's like we haven't even we got that announcement trailer, but we have nothing since, and it's like,
Right.
there are leaks saying like, oh, it should be like coming in the next hour or day or so, and it's like nothing.
Nope.
So it's like, oh man. I'm like, I will see it when we see it, I guess, but it's still like still concerning, So it's like, are they
Yeah.
saying like this is our like big game of the year? So we're not gonna just drop any willy nilly so it gets smothered in GTA 6. I know for a fact Falcom don't
Alright.
give a damn. So
Like,
listen,
I feel like the deal with Fire Emblem is that it seems to be like every other Fire Emblem game seems to be the one that pops off these days. I don't even think they'll remember Engage happening.
I mean, because Engage was weird.
Be like, there's just like a wide gap between here's 3 houses and 4 chance weave coming, maybe.
Plus, like I heard like Engage wasn't like that great. Like it was just like okay. So it's
Yeah,
like
it just
so it's just mostly like it was just meh.
it's like, oh here oh it's like, oh, this is what a normal Fire Emblem game would probably do without the like waifu boost, turbo boosting.
And there's just like the whole thing of the whole meme with the three houses discourse. So it's like I kind of want to touch Fire Emblem right now. I'm good.
Right. They Fire Emblem fans get one popular game and they immediately try to usurp Persona 5 fans in terms of being annoying.
Which is like
Crazy work, honestly. It's like, please never actually try to outdo Persona 5 fans in anything.
yeah. Um. But yeah, it's like I'm honestly just like I don't. The point of it all being, I don't agree with having a. I don't agree with like you can have live service fighting games, but like making sure like every fighting game is now just live service. Like that's a big mistake.
Okay, yeah, it wouldn't work for Discord fighters. I agree.
It's like I don't know how on earth you would make like a Blaze Blue game be a live service.
I mean, I don't know how a Blaze Blue game.
But you still have not streamed Entropy Effect X.
I forgot it came out.
Mm. But yeah, it's like it just wouldn't be a good idea. I think also it's like, you know, sometimes you just kind of need a fresh start on something, right? So it's like, yeah, you keep making everything and everything's like you just need a fresh start. You need a new creative vision. You don't need to have like everybody just working on the same game forever and ever. It just isn't creatively like healthy.
Here.
Yep. There you go. It's a bunch of argument. Have a clip for I also have another clip for the podcast again. Let's go. Which, speaking of which, I need to get. I was so like focused with classes. I'm like, I need to actually get back and like deal with the podcast clips. So those will
Mm,
attempt to start back this week.
Sweet.
Um. Oh, I. This will tie into something later, but I did go back and I was just like, you know what? Why not? And I went back to go rewatch at least the first two episodes of Chaotic. This is very independent from the news. I promise you. But I was
Sure.
going back to watch it, and I was like, you know what? The first two episodes are actually like pretty good from like a setup standpoint, because you have the base of the game. It's like, okay, they have the chaotic uh drones. You have the idea of like, oh yeah, you basically kind of like take in the idea of the chaotic player turning into the creature, and like having like actual combat. Then you have the part two, which is like the conclusion of that combat, and then the reveal of Param as a world. And it's like, it works really well in terms of like, then you also have the whole scanning thing. And it's like, it really does do a nice job of like introducing the world. And I'm just like, could I'm just like, could this be one of the best like card game show like intro stories out there? Maybe, I don't know. It's a lot.
I mean, probably just because in the matter of like,
Just on a structural level, like,
right? Because like Yu-Gi-Oh start as hype moments and aura, but it's like, oh, there's an entire 2+ seasons worth of content missing here, and you just have to ignore all of it. Vanguard, I think, starts too slow for its own good. I'm sorry, people.
mm,
And then even Duel Master starts in media res. It's like, oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I think
Like the first episode of Vanguard, I feel like.
I don't know. I think that's fine, right? It's slow, but it's like, I think it's just like a coziness to the slowness. Whereas like,
But like, I feel like there has to be there has to be a middle ground somewhere between Yu-Gi-Oh and like Vanguard starts.
but it's like, I definitely just like, I like the kind of like the slow. I personally like the slow start because it just feels very cozy. Like, it just feels
I
like,
mean,
yeah, no, this is just a regular world. You're seeing the day in the life of
it's
a
a
regular
it
kid,
is a vibe.
right? It is the antithesis of Yu-Gi-Oh in that sense of, it's just a vibe. You're right
Mm.
with it. You're good. If you're not, not.
Speaking of, I kind of wish Destroy All Humanity would get an anime adaptation at this point. After finally finishing it.
Eh,
Now,
maybe.
I mean, it's good.
I mean, you defended it instead of Vanguard, but
I mean, funnily enough, like tonally, it feels like it does set like middle ground, right? Like it starts off pretty calm and confident, like Vanguard. Day in the life, it's in the times, it's in the 90s, early 90s. And then it just keeps ramping up and ramping up. It's like, oh, we're just doing Yu-Gi-Oh! With Magic the Gathering cards now. I'm totally with you here.
of course you would. Yeah.
Like it needs a show. Watsy would never fund an anime for Magic the Gathering. That's too crazy of an idea.
Anyway, but you know, um, But I just kind of think about it, like, the more thought about it, I'm like, man, I think about that one, I'm just like, yeah, more I'm just like, damn, the anime news network review of Overdressed's first episode is like, damn, they were kind of right. I think about more and more, I'm just like, that episode is aged. It's just like not aged well at all to me. It's
No.
like I don't know. It's because of just how the D series has kind of gone over time, or is it just because just in general the first episode is just kind of a is just
Like,
trying to be
I
the
think
hot
it's
moments and
fair
all.
to say, like, I think it is fair to say that Overdress season 1 is not the best.
No, I think it's weird because it's like I get what they were trying to do in that episode, right? It's like it's a whole new
Right.
world. It's a whole new like assumed timeline, whatever, right? Like that's kind of bring a whole new style to the world, and it's like, yeah, but this and like kind of bring it back to like the style of like original Vanguard, sense of like, yeah, it's just kind of a basic world, nothing really crazy.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, but the way you did it just didn't feel right. Like I think
Right.
over time it got its footing and you adjusted to the world itself, right?
Right.
But it's like it has such a very very rough start.
Uh-huh. Like, if we compare first episodes for sure, I feel like Divines just kind of nails it.
Yeah, no, I think Divine's first episode is great.
Like, even if you haven't seen like anything prior to Vanguard, it's like, bam, here you go. Here's something a little interesting to get you hooked.
I think
And then go like right into it.
I think what's also important is that it's also on the context of somebody who knows of Vanguard but does not know how to play it, right? So it's like,
Right.
again, like it's here you go. You have a somebody new to the world in this context, but it's done in a much more compelling way. There's a lot of like actual like there's a thorough line to it, and it works really well.
Right.
Whereas
Like, I
like,
do think you need like a hook, like something that just grasps people. If you're doing a first episode.
yeah, because I think the thing was like it has some. I think what also is important is like it has something to do with the game. Overdress's issue is that Overdress episode one's issue is that the game does not matter until the last like 5 to like 7 minutes of the episode, 7 to 10 minutes of the episode, where you don't know what's happening. But if you're an outsider, you don't know what the hell's going on, and then all of a sudden, just everything just turns into a like you can feel the idea of something crazy, but you know what's going on, and then all of a sudden, just bam, crazy Sakuga moment.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that's the weird thing, like a lot of D in general, especially the one, right? Where it's like, cool. And there's shorts an episode of, okay, here's some Vanguard.
Yeah, it's not a show about Card Vanguard. It's a show with Card Vanguard in it.
Right. If you want a show that's actually about Card Fight Vanguard, you're looking at V series. And people hate V series because it's more about Card Fight Vanguard than it is about Card Fight Vanguard, the anime. Like, it's a story about the game in theory. It's about the concept of Vanguard. If you're not down with the show about the concept of Vanguard, you're gonna get lost by the time you get to If.
I mean,
If you made it to If, I'm shocked if you haven't gotten the message about V series.
I think like you have like a buffer of, okay, here's Shinamon, which is more akin to like old Vanguard, right? Which is like, yeah, you have
Right.
a through line, you have a connection, everything right there, right? It is the game
Yep.
is about the game. It has the game in it, but it's using the game to amplify the themes of the show.
Uh-huh. But then right before that, you have the Koshian arc, which people still pretend it's about the tournament and not actually just about the concept of the game.
I mean,
The Koshian arc is clickbait. It's the clickbait is so good they renamed it from the Koshian arc to V Series Continued.
like we can't talk about that. We're gonna talk about it for a while because it's like, man, there's so you can dissect the Koshin segment for a long time and just kind of talk about it because I still think like the like I'm with everybody else. Like I think Koshin is great for those first like 7 episodes, and then I feel like
Like
because it's
the part you were tricked into watching is really good. The part you thought you were going to get is really bad. Enjoy.
that's basically it. It's like when we get to the actual tournament, it is just speed running through it, and then everyone just glazing IG.
And it's like, guys, there was a reason we skipped Asia Circuit. This is what happens when you don't skip Asia Circuit.
Like, but yeah, Chaotic's first intro is really good, and I'm just like, man, that the theme of Chaotic is like genuinely like a banger, like actually iconic of a theme song because it is. That's why I'm like, I really want. Like, we'll talk about it more later, but it's like that theme is good. As for anything else, I am just kind of looking at the Gundam news and it's like being very surprised of them just like saying, hey, the burning Gundams in set 7, by the way. Why are we letting you know about set 7
Okay.
already?
Like, what's in set 6?
Don't worry about it. But what's in set 5?
Alright.
We're telling you right now, Stella is here. Shin's girlfriend. Shin's first
We're still
girlfriend.
doing G generation reveals.
Yeah, but you get Shin's first girlfriend.
Man. Stella got robbed. Sorry, yeah, you're designated 4 of this show. Oh no.
But also, we finally have the Calibarn, so woohoo!
I still know how I feel about the Calibarn.
As a concept, or as the artwork, or
As a concept, the design in general, I'm like something, yeah, just overall, I
it.
guess.
I mean, I can feel you. It just feels like a Lifrith that just got a giant super cannon,
Right, it's like,
just a modified
and then like the
Lifrith.
timing of it all with how like the second season of G, which is like, man, this sure does seem like a great Deus Ex Machina to deal with the fact that he just tossed the aerial away for like most of the show. Like, all right, here's a new Gundam, okay? Oh,
Here's a new gun that could actually potentially kill you because even we couldn't get it working because we could not get it working all those years ago. That
right.
was never brought.
But also, don't worry because we don't have enough time to go for any of this to matter.
Which also, like, I will say, it's kind of like that. Caliborn was like this weird thing. People talking like, man, Soletta shouldn't be this good of a pilot. I was like, what do you is? She's always cared about the aerial. I was like, well, you're not
What?
wrong, but she's also a good pilot.
Like it's not the case of Sentinel where they confirm the Alice did all the work. Yeah, I don't know. Like, so that's a great pilot. That's been known.
Yeah, it's just, very awkward of like how the Caliban is introduced.
And Helda towards that as well. It's like, I don't care if we've seen it a bit earlier. No. But both of them just feel like, all right, so we had these designs in the room, all right, and we kind of forgot to use them for the entire season.
Well, I mean, the short set has at least a reason to exist because it's like, yeah, now that the Gund and Jeturk are like together, like it was like, yeah, let's just make another
Oh yeah,
Gundam. Like,
but my problem isn't that it exists. It's more of like, here you go.
here's another Gundam.
It's like we know we know you all think this is intended for the other guy, but here's Lauda.
Which are just like, oh man, please don't make Lauda a command pilot. Please, you actually need to make a regular pilot, please.
It's like we all know you want Guel in this machine. We all know. We're not doing it.
Like, you know what? I will be fine if they say, you know what, if I would also like a new Darla Blade. Just an upgraded Darla Blade, please.
Right.
I would like that too. So it's like, oh man. Heck, you can give you the ability to link with the short set. I don't care anymore. Just do it.
Right. And yeah, my other problem with the Caliban is
You let
a lot
Amuro
of that's
link
in the
with
final episode.
you let Amuro link with the Alex. You can make Gil link with the short set.
Yeah. Yeah, the Caliban just feels like a Deus Ex Machina. I like that's my issue with it.
Yeah. It being pure white is also kind of like my issue with it, but it's like other than that, like
I mean, it does just start acting like the unicorn in the final episode. I think that's fair. But yeah. I mean, I'm glad it's getting a card, I guess. Cool.
now the question is, does Aerie get a card?
She has to, right?
Yeah. But is it gonna be a command or is it gonna be a pilot?
Ooh.
Because like she could definitely be. I would love it if she's like the strongest command pilot in the game, and it's like, yeah, no,
No.
like she's a command pilot that says like, this card's treated Solid Mercury, um, has a one link defense. I feel like she should be a pilot. It also just makes another logical jump of like, you can also just say, hey, she's also a good general of regular unit.
Yeah. Or to do something silly. It's like you can also play this card as a Gundam aerial token, blah blah blah. Hey guys, you have hybrids in the Gundam now.
Anyway, oh, there was one more thing. I'll head off to you. I finally looked and I pulled the trigger on getting the O3 Transformers Armada line Optimus Prime and then bought Jetfire. And so now all I need
Hell
is just
yeah.
kind of like the only thing I need is kind of like yeah, the seller like got to me in like pretty good condition. The Optimus Prime, Jetfire needs like to be cleaned up a bit, but other than that, it's like they're like pretty good condition. All I need to get is kind of the for Jetfire, Optimus came with everything except like two uh like hooks for his trailer to let it like stand up all the way. But Jetfire, I'm missing his shield and blaster, which I just ordered today. So I'm like, okay, I just gotta wait for that. And then all I need next is Overload with his minicon for Overload. And I have the whole thing. So, yeah, that's it. All right, I've hawked it long enough. You go.
All right. Not too much to happen, same as always. Let's see. I guess I'll just get the Path of Exile stuff out the way. New season's been pretty fun so far. I mean, once he showed off the new martial artist class, I'm like, all right, I'm going to make it my goal. What is the worst thing I can do here? All physical attacks, unarmed, just keep punching. It's working out somehow so far. I think all of my deaths at this point have been before, I mean, when I had a weapon. So I'm like, huh. As it turns out, getting rid of an item slot's pretty useful. Right. I even got to the part where it starts scaling like crazy. But yeah, that's been pretty fun. Uh, Master Duel is still going well. I need Master Duel to increase the gem cap already. Like, it's such a minor issue, but it's like, gift box, 34. It's like, ooh. Gems, 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 gems.
Oh wow, look at me. I have a cap on the gems.
The cap is stupid, alright?
Doc, you're supposed to spend the gems.
Most of these gems are from past like a month.
Then how are you at a cap?
That's a great question. I guess technically month and a half, almost 2 months, but whatever. When did I last start playing? What was it called? You know, the thing where it's like 3 different summoning types. That one. That was when I started playing again. But yeah, no, I've been sitting at cap for a while because I'm like, okay, I'm not spending on Cool Tune. Screw that. And I thought Craft was supposed to be the May pack, and I was wrong.
Dang, I can't believe you didn't want to get the cool tunes.
It's like, all right. And then instead of just opening Hecka Hands, like, I'm just gonna blow some crafting mats on this anyways. It was like 3 or 4 URs I needed to make. That's a pittance, okay? So yeah, I'm psyched like overfill. Because they won't just release the shapes, okay? Just give me the weird shapes already and I'll run out of gems. Easy, right?
All right, bro.
Oh, Grand Blue's been Grand Bluing. I finally tried to start doing actual team building. And I'm like, yeah, there's so much busy work in Grand Blue. I don't know how else to put it. Mostly because like the game's designed for a theoretical web browser, so it's kind of you have to go from like web page to web page pretty much in the game, back and forth constantly to get any information. Like the loading was faster, that'd be awesome. I mean, it doesn't help that like a lot of the progress in the game is locked behind 2% drop rate weapons that are that people have to host the fights for, and you're limited to like 3 hosts per day. So you really are just stuck like doing a whole ton of like leeching and things off of other players. It's like, how many of these do I need? Uh, minimum 12 of this specific one. It's like, okay. I mean, it's going all right so far. At least the events have been pretty easy to clear. Like, I can at least handle things before the hard content. Right? That's fine. Cancer Nightmare's been interesting recently. New character came out. She's a support unit. The entire, like, fan base, like, guys, where are we deploying the 9-year-old into combat? Like, well, why are we deploying the 9-year-old into combat? Well, she might be the first character I've wanted to skip in this game. Like, okay, another support unit. Great. Meanwhile, the game just launched in China, and I'm like, oh, they're getting a character ahead of time, and the new story stuff first. Huh? Like that's annoying, right?
Yeah, I
But
can
then it
tell.
turns out the character in the new banner is actually really good with the character that's exclusive to the Chinese server right now. It's like, well, you know what?
Uh,
I guess I have to pull for the character now.
yep. Like, keep in mind, there's still 2 Nikkeis in China that still have yet to be released here.
They're seeing exclusive.
Yep, right now.
Mm.
Which is crazy because they apparently have like lore for one of the for one of the uh developers. So I'm like, oh, can we get?
Huh.
I would like to get them soon, but please don't make them the summer event. Please don't do it.
All right.
Just throw them away somewhere. I want your story, not what's in. I don't want your story, not you.
Yeah, and also, it seems to have discovered another really busting combo in the game. Alright, so here's a card that reads, whenever you discard this card,
Oh god.
attack, and then discard 2 cards randomly from your deck. It's like,
Oh god.
okay.
All right.
And it's a generic card? Uh-huh. And I can put 3 to 4 copies of this card on every member of my team? Yes. Huh. So if I discard this card and it discards itself, it'll discard 2 more cards and potentially including itself, it'll keep going, correct? Yeah, huh? Interesting. Amin is the character whose ability is who can also create 6 token cards with 1 card in your graveyard if it's discarded. Yes. If I make 4 of these, that's 24 of these token cards. But they're in the graveyard, so they will never be touched, right? Third, we printed a character with the card that reads move your entire graveyard into the deck and draw 5. Huh.
Every time you talk about KLC Zero Nightmare, it just feels so funny. It just does.
It's ridiculous. Like every few weeks, someone's like, "Hey
Mhm.
guys, so I figured out how to do infinite attacks." It's like awesome. Oops. Because like before this new character came out, the new meta was attacking 92 times a turn. And everyone's like, all right, surely this is gonna be the peak of the ridiculousness of this game, right? And then this got discovered. Because there's also a character whose ultimate move is discard your entire deck. Thankfully, she's a 4-star. I don't know. There's anything fun about the game's nonsense. I think the worst part of the whole CN server stuff is them getting the story rewrite first.
Hmm.
Because everyone else has been waiting, because they've been like, all right, guys, we're going to rewrite the start of the game. It's like, okay. Like, it's coming in July. Ah. And then CN server's like, guys, we got the rewritten story already. Because, like, it's weird. Because they're retconning the entire start of the game, but none of the chapters afterwards.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Right? Unless they're gonna do something where it's like, okay, so the first 3 seasons happen, and then season 0, and then the new season 0 happens afterwards. It's like, okay, so now we're doing a Silts prequel, or like what's about to happen here? The story is edgier, apparently. So people are getting what they wanted from the game originally. That's good. Also, we learned in the current game story that Space Athens also just has a random regular like modern city next door. Like, huh. This is a weird nice space colony you got here. Half of it's a bunch of Greek LARPers, and the other one is just normal. Alright. Like, I find the lore reason hilarious, though. Like, okay, every single Captain Seed ships gets to choose what how to design their own the colony. And so I'm just kind of waiting for the America season. Like, it has to happen at some point, right? Other stuff down the nonsense lane. Not too much. Um, the anime as Noble Earth decided to clickbait everyone by promising a Bravern appearance.
Hmm.
Like, no, it's just here's just some artwork in a small mini comic. We're sorry. And I'm like, I can't even blame people for thinking Bravern was gonna show up. Because I think last year the Red Ranger Isekai series just randomly threw in Aquarion for one of the episodes of the cameo. It's like these shows aren't connected, but okay. Like maybe this is gonna be a thing with Mech Anime from now, where they just have random surprise crossovers. Nope, clickbait, just pure clickbait. Needy Girl Overdose has been still interesting. The director has thankfully calmed down a bit. Like, wow, we're actually writing the characters finally, and they're not just waxing poetically about society and why streamers are people too. Awesome.
Okay.
No, now they're just getting really religious and likening themselves to deities. Oh no. No, streamers aren't regular people. Streamers are gods. We've lost the plot here again somehow. I've still been enjoying Ranger Reject. Although the community's been having a good time, right? Because the main character was like, "Oh, when's the main character gonna show up again?" It's like, buddy, Kate might have not have ever left. It is so awkward reading a manga with a shapeshifter as a protagonist. Because you can never tell if you're being tricked, right?
Hmm.
Like, is he on screen? Is he off screen? Who's who? He's really good at this. That's been neat. I'm convinced he's just been on screen the entire time and no one's actually noticed. Yeah.
Possibly.
Alright. I've still been playing more with the Digimon card game. I cannot stop playing Marsmon. Holy cow, what a fun deck.
I hate that deck.
Everyone hates Marsmon, alright? Like, alright, it's time for me to make a board. Now, what if I just attacked your unsuspended Digimon? Ah, shoot. Like, it's all fun and games until the bear gets raid. And then the game's over, right?
Yeah.
After trying a little bit of a Shine Greymon, I'm like, I never want to see these. I never want to see Marcus Damon again. Holy cow! I'm like, I'm sick of this immediately. Other Gundam stuff. Oh, they just announced the cross dimension event the other day. You know, the Ifrit and the Pixie Gundam.
Yeah, the one you show me.
Yep. I'm still finding weird we're finally getting like dual units in the game. Like, I know why, right? Like, my theory personally is that we're getting G Quokes later in the year, like really soon. And they had to get ready for it with the Mavs.
Yeah.
Like, that has to be it, right?
Yeah.
I just wonder what the development tree is gonna look like. And that's always interesting with some shows. It's like, okay, are we gonna have like one high end unit in the chain, or are we just gonna have like two, sometimes three if you're the Barbados? Like, I hate the Barbados so much, right? In this game because of its tech tree. Because sixth form Lupus and Lupus Rex are all SSRs that require each other. And the material for SSRs is pretty rare. So it just keeps going up the chain. And then Lupus Rex also requires a hatch mall.
Mm.
It's like, why? Like, why would you just make it require a hash mall for some reason? Evil work. But I've lost all my gotcha luck in Eternal. It's all gone.
Rip.
That's why I'm glad development tree is a thing. You don't have to feel bad when you can just grind your way to get meta units anyways. Or you can be the regular like SR, Freedom Gundam, and somehow be an S tier unit. that I refuse to make. Yeah. It's an alright game. I mean, it's keeping Bandai afloat, that's for sure. Uh, Toku-wise, we're still waiting for the actual Ultraman show to air, still. They did show off the transformation device some more, and it's like, guys, there is actually no gimmick here. We told you. Here's the live demo. It changes colors. It makes sounds. There's no gimmick item. Like, huh? It's fine. You don't need it. This isn't Kamen Rider. You don't need to have 100 collectibles. Trust us. And then they're like, okay, so here's our other toy. Here's the actual 60th anniversary promotional item that features transformations and sounds from every single Ultraman before this. Also, collectible card packs with scannable codes on them for special sound effects. It's like, what? Also, if you see a cereal box with the Ultraman logo on it, you can scan that too. Uh-huh. Also, here's a very special Gridman logo where if you scan the Gridman logo, there's a special conversation with Gridman. Oh, I see where the money went. You've created the scavenger hunt collectible. We're just looking for a rubber stamp. We're just looking for a stamp on everything to scan. Got it. Lovely. Uh, Gavin Infinity should not be moving the way it is when it's only like 23 episodes. Like, guys, you don't have time for filler episodes.
No, that actually.
Like, I don't know. But the show's like the writing's weirdly paced, right? Where unironically most of the episode feels like the combat scene, the fight scene, and everything's just an excuse to get to the fight scene. See, back in my day, we only had 2 minutes of Megazord footage in an episode, and that was all we needed. Like, why are you guys having a giant robot like cage match in space? We don't have time for this. But guys, the story, the plot, no, no, no. Like I've realized something over time with this show. All right, most half the plot development happens in the post credit scene,
Okay.
and I'm like, you can't do this. You can't do a Marvel every episode. Most of your plot development should be in the 1 to 2 minutes after an episode. That's not how it's supposed to work. It's like fluff, fight scene, credits, plot. Next time on Gavin Infinity, in that order. There are rules here. I hope the next show is better in this regard. But it's Pokemon with giant monsters, so I doubt it. At least they confirmed all the shows were going to be interconnected off the jump. So maybe they're just like, it's fine, all right. The next show's just going to be Gavin Infinity season 2 with a new protagonist.
Okay.
It's not a filler, it's a build up. Terrible, terrible. I'm still gonna keep watching. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing better to do on a Sunday morning. Okay. Beep Digimon Beep Break's been moving. I'm like, oh, okay. We can tell you guys had no rules or like no restrictions for this show because you have nothing to sell. Like I do like how they confirm it's like, guys, we're filler show until Dragon Ball comes back on air. Bandai doesn't have any say in this show. It's like, okay. We have no also we kind of write things based at least partially based on the Twitter reception after the episodes air. Ah, why would you admit this? It's like, I mean, that does explain why War Criminal is part of our main cast. Explains a lot, actually. But he just doesn't care. I mean, the show's been great. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like wondering how this is gonna end. They're like, oh, yeah, we're 95% done with writing the story. Don't worry about it. It's like, what do you mean you're not 100% done? Don't worry about it. Okay. Hammer fan base is mad is wondering if the creator's if Takashi's misogynist. I'm like, yeah, kind of obvious at this point. Between all four of the two shows. He also needs to talk to his dad. I don't think I've ever seen a writer that so obviously needs to call his dad. Like, my guy, this is the fourth show in a row you've written with a bad dad who's misunderstood and needs to reconnect and actually needs to reconnect with their kid. Fourth show in a row out of four you've written. Please call your dad. Like, you have to work this out, man. You can't keep doing bad but misunderstood father figure. Oh my god. I mean, that's pretty much everything, My segment's just a summary of events and things. These things are pretty good.
All right. I just completely forgot, but
Hmm?
I completely forgot we didn't talk about the. I didn't put the Bush Road financials in the
Do I
document.
have to talk about the Visual financials?
You read them.
I did. Fine. I'll add to the links. I'm just not much to talk about. At least I don't think there's that much to talk about. Like, I would say the problem, right, is that this is covering, January to March. Yeah, alright. It's like, sales are up, except for, quarter 3 because we were, sandbagging with, Vanguard and didn't have any major releases towards the end of the other previous quarter. It's like, okay. Oh, no, wait, 3rd quarter's sorry, 3rd quarter's October to December. Yeah, alright. Like, even on card game specific stuff, yeah, they didn't have much from October to December, but, Parallax Clash and the, Bang Dream title booster are gonna cover, Q4 for Vanguard, as well as, a Hololive. And conveniently, Bushroad handles the, sales of Hololive card game, but the actual planning and development of the card game is handled by Cover Corp. So it is another Shadowverse Evolve. If that's news to anyone, I don't know. But if you wanted to know why it doesn't play like a Bushroad card game, that's why. They didn't make it either. It's kind of funny about Busher. It's like best line about its new games that aren't Weiss or Vanguard are best when they're made by people that aren't Bushyroad.
Right. Anyway, that's the transition news, by the way. Anyway, there's one more thing. Notice regarding change in consolidated subsidiary share transfer.
This is weird. All right. Basically, okay. Bushroad's like, we did a good job growing New Japan Pro Wrestling. Things have been awesome. That big with all our partners and everything. However, we feel like New Japan Pro Wrestling would be much better completely in the hands of a TV Asahi, so we are divesting all of our shares from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it is no longer going to be handled by us. It's like, okay then?
Yeah. What?
But we will also be helping them out. It's like, oh, alright. And we don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about this until, something comes up.
I mean, it's just kind of weird. It's like, why are you? Why that?
Right, if you're like revenue, you were just saying revenue was up. Depends on your best years if your sports programming has been going. Like, what is the actual deal here, right?
There has to be like something behind the scenes we don't know, but it's like,
right. But yeah, no, they've scrubbed their hands of a New Japan Pro Wrestling.
which some people were like, "Oh, good, that means they're gonna put more resources into the TC side." Ha!
That's not how that works. Like, I feel like anything that happens with Bushiroad, Vanguard players' immediate first reactions, great, that means we're gonna keep supporting Vanguard more and we're gonna get everything we want. It's like, shut up. Quiet. Shh.
Like, did you not like? Granted, it's like, this is how I'm like, I need to really make that video. I'm like, did you not realize that they said they want to make 1 to 2 new card games a year?
Right.
It's like if they're gonna do something, they ain't going to be the Vanguard resources. It's gonna go to that upcoming card game next year.
Yeah. Like, but, I don't know. I'm still find it funny how Vanguard players think they're the main game.
The answer is there is no main game.
If there is a main game at Bushwood, it is Weiss.
I mean, it's the oldest game they have left. Of
Right.
course, it's Weiss.
Their oldest game. It makes more money. It doesn't have the back end of needing to even have an anime series running, or it just fades away. It's just Weiss. It's like it's like I don't know what to tell Vanguard players. You're not the favorite. Hidani just keeps saying it so you tune into the streams. Like you don't see every other like visual famous like product stream. Okay, go read the cliff notes. Vanguard players like product stream. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go in. Come on. It's gonna be the day. We're gonna get something amazing.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of an awkward thing. So yeah, it's ironic because it's like then it's like because they only care about Vanguard, they literally just ignore everything else, and it's like some cool stuff to hear, you guys, or the misinformation,
Right.
right? Like, and it's not to be like a whole like diss anybody, but it's like I was talking, when I most made that post, somebody went, did they, so it's about like, well, Showers Evolve doing it, and it's like, wait, Showers Evolve doing it? Yeah. It's like, when did they say that? During the product stream, during the English conference. This is information that has been openly available. Like, that has been there. And
Right.
I understand you don't really deal with Showers Evolve, but it's like, this is information that should be more well known, which is very sad because it's like, dog, it is crazy how it's like no one actually like interacts with the Showers Evolve like Twitter at all.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say face. I hate using the term Facebook game like Discord fighter, but Facebook card game is a thing. But yeah, the bulk of the community is all in Facebook groups. Awesome. Yeah, it's like you guys all know that Blizzard's switching a lot more like simultaneous global releases. If you guys, stop tuning out when it's no longer Vanguard on the screen.
Yeah, it's like, even before then I was like, I will watch most of them on DF stream because it is how you find out information, right? Because he's a
Yep.
translator. He'll basically here for all of them. Obviously as time is going on, it's like there's so many games. It's like there's only so much, you know, he can focus. He can like divert energy to.
Right.
Plus, it's like in the middle of the day.
Limited brain share, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's only so much. So it's like now it's like it's getting harder and harder to kind of like keep up with everything. But it's like it's still important to know because
Right.
it does impact the rest of the game and the company itself. Because something f's up, it's like there, which you know. Speaking of, I'm just really like I should probably make a video on like I am about my feelings about Power World. How I'm just like, dog, this the way this game has kind of been handled feels is like the epitome of like modern Bushiroad. This is the epitome of modern Bushiroad right now because I'm like, dog, we still got a whole what month and we haven't even started reveals. Let me see. Have we even started reveals? Yeah, let's see. Let me double check. When is the release date? July 30th. So we've got almost 2 months, right?
Yep.
We have got a starter deck and a booster to go through.
Uh-huh.
See the news. I want to double check this. But I think what's also last thing we had was in early May. But what's also interesting is that the fact that I'm gonna see about
Well,
because I'm watching Summer
well, the
Games
last thing
Fest.
the last thing we had was like 3 hours ago, and then like yesterday there was a advertising for Learn to Play events. So it's not like they're not trying to get people in the door.
Yeah, but it's like I think another issue is when you think about what makes like you think about what makes Pokemon so impactful is that there's stuff going on with the
Right.
IP, right? There's stuff always around. Um, what was the last update for Power World? 3 03, and that was 2 months ago. Was for balance adjustments.
Well, I mean, here's the problem with Power World, right? But not even the problem, but the thing with it, they were trying to actually get the game out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that's the problem we're not seeing. I mean, the thing people just don't see, like their Twitter account's still active and everything, right?
Yep.
Like the problem is, I mean, the game they're working on actually finishing the game.
I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of like, why haven't you just announced Power World 2 or like a DLC like event, right? That's why I'm like, I'm waiting for
I
Summer
mean,
Games Fest to properly like make the video because it's like, dog, nothing's happened.
I think we're gonna see 1.0 at one of these at one of these events soon.
But it's very much,
Pretty sure.
but it's for the most part, it's like, why have we not officially like? I'm like, wait a sec, what do you mean 1.0?
The game's in early access.
What do you mean it's in
The game's in early access.
release date 2024?
Roll down.
Release date January 2024.
Early access game with leaving early access 2026.
Okay.
The game's literally not done yet.
I'm looking at Steam DB. That's what it was. So the game's just not done.
No.
They got to update December 2017. So I'm like, yeah, no. If you don't announce 1.0, like at like say Summer Games Fest, where like you have that's like the last big genuine event before for anything, like I don't know what you're doing here. Like
Right.
one of the things that makes you know you want to be like the next thing. One of the things that happens is like you have uh the ability to access, like you're in the news cycle, and Power World hasn't been in the news cycle like that in a minute.
Right.
So I would really like
And I think Power World's in this funny spot because, like, if you listen to Pot compare themselves, right? You're like, guys, we're kind of just a game. We weren't trying to be the next big thing.
yeah. But then why did you buy stocks in Bushiroad and tell them to go make a, a card game.
We don't know how much of that was part of Sony, because Sony's the one that went to them and was like, "All right, guys, so we're gonna work with you and like help you a little bit to turn power to the next big thing ever, because we really need to stick it to Nintendo, okay?" Like, okay, okay. Like, all right. Okay, we don't know too much about 1.0 yet, except for there's at least 6 new pals. The giant whale from the preview is gonna be in there, I guess. Finally. Then there's gonna be an actual story and plot.
I mean, cool.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, like, I feel like Power is just in a weird state right now where it's like, oh, I wonder what I haven't been able to do too much marketing with Nintendo breathe down their necks like 24/7.
I mean, that's true, but also it's like, dang.
Yeah, I feel like the funniest thing that can happen in the Power World is that it ends up being like the quintessence quintuplets card game where you're just like, how does this have so many sets already? Don't worry about it. How many to milk one show for 5 sets? There's only 5 quintuplets. What is this card game? Like, we'll see with Power World. Like, I don't know. I feel like getting mad about Power World TCG just existing is a bit silly, which I have seen from people.
I mean,
By default, it's being treated better than Godzilla.
that is true. Like they've already said, you're getting this tournament scene. Godzilla ain't got none.
Right.
Like actively is ignored in every
Yeah.
like presentation,
Yeah,
except
like
for
I think with
Japanese.
Power, it's like what you said earlier, right? Like, why are you blaming the game and not the people in charge? I feel like all success of Power World TCG. Don't get mad at the Power World card game for existing. Get mad at Kidani for giving birth to it.
And giving it everything that, right?
It is getting everything Vanguard players have been asking for, yes. You can argue Shadowverse is being given everything Vanguard players have been asking for.
Yeah.
I think what people should be asking is why doesn't Vanguard get anything Vanguard players have been asking for? And that you're never getting an answer to. Unless Vanguard players actually, write them vote with their wallets, but that never works. Right?
I mean, the problem is like, well, there's no money.
Uh-huh. Like, I feel like the show probably is in a weird state, right? At least from what I've seen. Where stores just don't carry, like even even the local game store near me, right? Carries more for every other visual game except for Vanguard. They have more white stuff. They have more Hololive stuff. They have a carousel for Hololive stuff. Vanguard? Nah. They got the Kuro sets and that's it. That's probably why they stopped carrying Vanguard, right? It's like, well, I'm just saying, like, over 10 of the Kuro boxes on clearance. It's like, oh, right. That would do it. That would do it. Yeah, I'll be right back before we continue with the news.
All right, we are back. All right, so um,
That's our weekly Save of the Bush road.
all right, we're back to news. All right, so let us go to first off, basic news. Detail. Uh, due to demand spike, PSA pauses value tiers, extends collectors club memberships, and launches public backlog tracker. So, the long short of it is that we've seen a significant surge of submissions following our announcement of an additional $200 million investment in PSA infrastructure and services. That increase has pushed our active queue to nearly 10 million cards. To help protect the submissions already in our care, PSA is temporarily pausing new submissions for all value service tiers effective Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026 at 3 p.m. For more detail on what's changing, which service levels remain open, and for when each value tier reopens, read our full announcement. Yeah, they just really have been filled with a bunch of PSAs because everyone's grading.
This can't be sustainable.
Nope.
Like, does it even mean anything anymore?
I mean, never meant anything to me. But
I mean, it didn't to me either. No, no. Like, the industry can't sustain this amount of like people entering the market.
no, like
And like, I'm even I mean, if I was like, hey, you want to go to this card game collector show on tomorrow? I'm like, no, I'm not a collector. No, I'm good. It sucks. I mean, I'm all for the industry collab thing. All right, completely. All right, next up.
they already moving on.
Oh, I didn't have anything else to say.
I mean, you're right. All right. Yeah. Next up, speaking of things, TPCI has banned sales of graded slabs and Japanese Pokemon Center products at events. This from Poke Beach. We've learned that TPCI is no longer allowing partnered vendors to sell graded slabs at its events, including NAICs. Hold on, mine still, yeah, NAICs and Worlds. The policy will go into effect this weekend at Indianapolis Regional. A public announcement is not expected. We've also learned that vendors are barred from selling items over $1,000 or most products from the Japanese Pokemon Center, including plush and TCG items. This restriction would exclude high-end chase cards such as Umbreon EX from being sold at events. The decision is not surprising. Graded slabs have become associated with the hobby's investor broke culture, with many chase cards selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. TBCI clearly wants to distance its events from the monetary side of the hobby, as allowing vendors to openly sell expensive slabs to kids would be a bad look for the company and distract from celebrating the franchise itself. And the rest of it's
Yeah.
kind of there, but regarding the ban on Pokemon Center products, Pokemon Japan announced last week that it required government ID to purchase certain TCG products from the Pokemon Center, a move expected to restrict booster boxes to Japanese residents. It's likely TPCI does not want partner vendors selling Japanese products as internationally accessible events, while fans in Japan are struggling to obtain products themselves, especially when the items are marked up here. So, you know, we will know
So
this weekend, but they have basically said, yeah, stop it.
get
we're
out.
we're no
Go.
longer asking.
We do not want you here. Like, I am so sick of this, right? Like, I'm glad Pokemon's taking a stance. Like, this shouldn't be what the hobby becomes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one wants to see kids discussing their finances over a piece of the cardboard. No one. Like, oh, okay. Like, this. I hope this starts I hope this keeps happening. Like, there just keeps being more and more pushback against the investors.
I agree.
Now, what if that flood in Florida can finally hit off investments? I'm kidding. Don't worry about it.
All right. Oh, all right. Where is my? All right. Next up, Ripbound. Ripbound news.
Earthbound news.
Yep. They've done an update to their 2026 roadmap. So we just finished May. They did the French origins launch. Uh, the event regional qualifier Vancouver. Uh, June 1st, we'll have the French Rebound demos, vendors, and a free play area more. In June, qualifier Utrecht, and then Hartford. Then the TFT Major Paris, which will have Rebound demos. And then they will be at MSI in June, which is going to be in Korea. And they will
Hmm.
also be at Evo because of 2XKO. The major Reset 3 will take place in northern China for China's Unleashed Major. Japan Expo Paris. The festival Ludic International, which will take place in France. They're just doing a bunch of French stuff. The global
Right?
pre-rip weekend for Ripbound's 4 Cent. San Diego Comic
They told
Con.
us YC they told the French national numbers for Jaeger, and like, we gotta be there.
I know these MFers ain't trying to joke about calling San Diego Comic Con a little convention, but
Come on. You're not funny. Uh-huh. It's like,
uh,
oh, we were just somewhere modest like the Oscars.
Vendetta releases on July 31st. August, they'll have their State of the Game in early August. And then, is there anything else? Radiance previews for Set 5. They'll be at Evo France, Paris Games Week, Tabletop Me, and pretty much just kind of going all the cons and everything.
Right. Like, there's gonna be Riftbound everywhere. I'm still not picking up a starter deck. Then I had to remember which one has banned cards in it.
All right, and then they announced the Showdown series and Le Rift Tour. So it's a Rift Out Showdown series, a globally sanctioned third-party tournament. And the Rift Tour is a national competitive circuit to celebrate the French launch of Riftbound. So France gets their own competitive circuit now.
But why? Alright.
And all the information, there'll be tier 1, tier 2, tier 3s. Schedule for the Showdown series will be at we'll have a PPG, Pennsylvania. Yep. So that is Ripbound. Next, more
You know,
more
it is
Ripbound.
so weird.
Sorry, continue.
Cause like I was like watching the videos about from like other card game creators and other people in general on Riftbound. I'm like, am I the only one who thinks that first ban list was ridiculous and shows some problems with the game? Everything. But guys, check out the fast response. I'm like, am I in Bizarro World? They really listen to their customers. It's like, yeah, they fixed a merely visible problem. Like, am I just not in the red chill space enough? Is that my problem? I haven't played enough League to not see a problem. Whatever. You know, if you're really fast at listing the fundamental problems to your card game, that's awesome. Sure. What else is happening with Riftbound?
Right. Well, they this is from Rapsola who went. They had a interview about. Did we do this? No, we did not. That was last week. Okay. So, uh, they did an interview. This is kind of a long story short. The first rotation will be in set 10, which will be in 2028. For that context, Proving Grounds, which is like the base, the whole thing. I forget what Proving Grounds is, but that and the first 5 sets will be leaving. At the beginning of each year, the first 4 sets will go. I don't know if this is an awkward translation or what. Uh, they will reprint the staples and champions post rotation, mentions Pro Seeker. They have doubts about reprinting legends. They are open to making another legend for the same champion, but with a different effect. Post rotation, they will create the Eternal format, which they will develop and support at the same time as Standard. And this is from the interview with Dave. And some super interesting that Dave said, I prefer to come up short on boxes that say my product is trash and throw it away or disregard it, so we'll see less product impression but more value for each individual card. First station 2028. At the beginning of the year, the first 4 will leave. So I don't know what the translation is. Can I see the original?
All right. Ugh.
Yeah, that's kind of similar. Okay.
It's a good thing I have Deep L installed so I can see what a different translation says. The point being, I remain further convinced these guys have never actually looked at any other card game and they're just like winging it. Like this doesn't seem like something you would just put in an interview, right? Like I feel like this would be like on the main website in a very key place when you look up the rules. The translation's right. All right. They will rotate out they will rotate out 4 sets at the start of each year. So, yikes. I don't know. It was like, so, we should have a rotation, right? Yeah. Other games have rotation. Yeah. Awesome. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just not charitable towards Riftbound.
Yeah, you were.
I'll admit it. I'll I don't know. Like, you have to be really careful with rotation. I mean, at least we're like mentioning it, well ahead of time, right? I was wondering if there's like another like link for the Riftbound rotation.
All right, but
Oh, yeah, no, it is on the website. All right. Okay. Set 10 releases, sets 1 to 5 get removed from standard, sets 11 to 13 release in 2028, then set 14 releases, and then set 6 through 9 are removed from standard. Okay. So only 4 to 8 sets legal at a time. Alright, that sounds way better. I mean, that'll be interesting. Yeah, that the way that translation was phrased was, eh. Alright. I mean, at least they're planning that well ahead.
mm,
Right.
yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. I checked out for a second,
Eh.
but yeah, uh, I I do kind of agree that they're at least trying to plan ahead. That's really good. All right. Next on the list, gonna do down. Cat baby.
Eh.
So, uh, for those of you who don't know, because it's been 20 years, Chaotic was a card game that was done with 4 kids. It's kind of like a Swedish card game? I forgot, but it was
Swedish or
that
Finnish, one of the two.
Finnish, Swedish, a European card game that worked with uh thing and 4 kid worked with an amateur studio and 4 kids to make their own chaotic card game, and it was an insane game, and then it just died out of nowhere. Which turns out the reason was for a lot of legal legal stuff. So now here we go.
As always.
Chaotic is back, and they're with Panini America. So Panini America and Chaotic Entertainment partner to bring the creature battling phenomenon to a new generation. On May 20th, the Battle Drones are reopening. Today, Chaotic Entertainment, in partnership with Panini America, officially announced the relaunch of their chaotic trading card game franchise, marking one of the most anticipated returns in TCG history. The revival will debut with an all-new lineup of physical trading cards, a nationwide organized play program, and an innovative online experience backed by AWS Games. The initial Chaotic card release is scheduled by Panini for late October 2026 in hobby stores, specific specialty retailer GameStop and EB Games Canada. This will be followed by a major retail release in January 2027. The first starter decks and booster packs will introduce players to the rich story of the world of Param with 4 distinct creature tribes, invented battle gear, explosive attacks, immersive locations, and powerful music, supported via the upscaled high definition 79 chaotic animated episodes. We promised the chaotic community we would come back and we are delivering something truly special, said Brian C. Gannon, CEO at Chaotic Entertainment. This is beyond a reprint. This is a full reimagining of the chaotic gameplay and experience, leveraging and expanding the stunning artwork and streamlining the strategic gameplay. 3-pillar launch strategy. 1. Physical trading cards. The new Chaotic TCG launches with a foundational set featuring hundreds of all new cards. Players will collect and battle with creatures from 4 tribes, equip them with battle gear, and battle across iconic locations. Each card features the breathtaking art style that made the original franchise a cult classic, now enhanced with modern printing techniques and premium finishes. 2. Organized Play Program. Beginning in Q1 2027, Chaotic Organized Play will roll out to hobby stores across the United States and Canada. The program will feature in-store events led by trained Chaotic ambassadors and our partner Brian David Marshall of Mothership Games, a full calendar of tournaments and learn to play events at the retail and convention levels, exclusive promotional cards and themed giveaways, a pathway for dedicated players to compete at higher levels. We believe Chaotic is best experienced face to face with friends, trading cards, playing the game, and sharing strategies, added by Z. Gannon. Our organized play program is designed to build real communities around the game we love. 3. Progressive web app or online experience. For the first time in franchise history, Chaotic will offer a fully integrated mobile online experience through a custom-built progressive web app. Unlike traditional App Store offerings, the PWA allows players to access Chaotic directly through their tablets and mobile browser, with no downloads, no updates, and no platform gatekeepers. Upon product launch, the PWA is scheduled to feature a card scanner, card collection, deck building, gameplay, strategy guides, event locator for organized play events at nearby hobby stores, the Chaotic TV show in high definition, and more. We want to remove every barrier between players and the game they love. The PWA means a player can open a booster pack, scan their new Chaotic cards instantly, and start playing their next battle, all without needing a parent's credit card for an App Store purchase. Alright, let's kind of stop right there and kind of go over it. What do you think?
Honestly, the fact I haven't seen any like a single card yet, has me completely skeptical. I mean, I'm cool we have an actual announcement after what 6 years of them being like, "Oh, we'll be back." It's like, buddy, I've been waiting way too long for this. Like last time you showed up, you were like, "All right, oh, so we're just gonna be doing a straight continuation with no reprints of the old cards. We're just gonna be chaotic." Like you remember, it's like, all right. Now you gonna come back to my door and be like, okay, so actually we're teaming with a sports card company, and we're bringing back a large, big block release of the brand new chaotic experience. It's like, all right, I need to see something. All right, and then go like, this is beyond a reprint. I'm like, okay, hold on. Like, I need to see something from the game. All right, like tangible. Okay, there has to be like a test card or something I can grasp here, right? Like, the world looks nice, right? Organized play and everything. But, Panini's not known, right, for, like, organized play and everything, right? They're not. They're a collectibles company. They even say it here. Like, part of me is worried, right? Like, there's a non-zero chance, because they haven't mentioned, like, retail. What if this ends up like Bakugan again, right? where it's like, yeah, we're gonna have a big organized play rollout. We'll have your local supermarket. That's what I'm worried about, right?
Mm, well,
Like a
I
little
mean,
bit.
you're not wrong to having that feeling, but I also feel like the difference here is you had to like what they had. It's been 20 years, and I feel like they should understand that if they don't come out swinging, this is never gonna work again, right?
They didn't they didn't 6 years ago.
They're like, hey, listen, we finally got the rights back. Give us some time, we good. Like that's kind of what they did. But the thing with like Bakugan, which by the way, there is kind of like some supposed leak about some merchandise for the was it the 15th or 20th anniversary?
20th.
20th anniversary of Bakugan. So we might get some news about that. What the heck y'all been doing?
My bro, I am like 30. I cannot keep dealing with these franchises being we all right, guys. After 20 years, we're back like you always want. It's like, shut up, man.
Like, but at least chaotic gets it though this time. It's like you
My hair cannot have any more color. Okay,
listen. I will give
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have some white hairs by the time you show up to my door. So you better actually bring your A game.
this. That's why I'm like I'm willing to give chaos this chance. I am in a heavy wait and see to see if Sons of Guns actually do something with Bakugan because that franchise cannot take any more of you fumbling the bag.
I mean, look, all right, Chaotic is like writing entirely on a bunch of goodwill for a 20-year-old TV show. And a game, it's like you get it. It was the first major like digital physical integrated card game. All right, that's the legacy here. We forget the randomized card stats and other things where it's like, cool, this all is awesome. It could only fly in the early 2000s.
You also watched that Bacon Saver video, I see.
I played Chaotic.
So have I. Not like crazy, but like I still have all my
Sure,
cards
yeah,
sealed
same.
up.
Not crazy. Like my point being, Chaotic is very much a part of this time, right?
Uh huh.
And like people are hype right now because it's like awesome. I can finally relive my childhood. Like, shut up. We all wanted to do that. Everyone knows about Panini's poor handling of the Dragon Ball card game. I don't trust Panini.
That is very
I
valid.
don't need anyone to trust Panini.
That is valid.
We're all betting on somehow got to be able to come back and be like, all right, we're gonna be swinging. But also, the umpire just so happens to be the worst possible choice you can have.
Like the NBA. Someone like said on Twitter, like the NBA, the only sport where the referees, where people are concerned about what the what referee is doing the game. Like, oh
Right.
man, it's him. Oh no, like what?
Like, that's where I'm at here, right? I think that was anyone else that was Panini, I'd be like, all right. Except for maybe like,
Like you're cutting out.
I think that was Casper. I would have found that hilarious. That would have been amazing.
Oh, you're cutting. You're
Oh,
roboting.
sorry. Like, they announced it was like Hasbro or like any other pro. I've been like, that's funny. But me, I'm like, oh, like this is gonna depend a lot on that progressive web app, right? Like a ton.
Yes.
Like let's not even think about the physical chaotic experience. All right, that's I'm not gonna. I don't trust Panini. The web app, I'm like, okay, can you pull this off? Also, you're going with a progressive web app. I ooh, I'm thinking visibility, right? Immediately. Because we've all done this before, right? Like we're all used to like, oh hey, here's a game on the web app. I'm trying to update a different game, right? I might check this out. When they're talking about it's like, all right, go to m.chaoticgame.com to access the chaotic digital experience. And I'm like, yeah, this sounds like something a Swedish guy from 2008 would come up with. Yep, this is perfect. Like, I can't shake the feeling, right, that a lot of this chaotic revival hinges a ton on people who have heard of chaotic and a bunch of chaotic old heads going crazy, right? Like, I don't have faith in it adopting anyone new. And if you listen to people on Twitter, when you mention chaotic should be doing some new stuff, they'll be the first ones to tell you, but what about our old and franchise players, our massive collections? Don't we matter to us? Shut up. No, you do not. I do not care. I do not care about your collection. It shouldn't be playable at all. We cannot do this. All right. We cannot just go eight. We can't just pretend 18 years didn't pass by. All right. But you're all gonna ask for it, and you're all gonna be like, hey, why is the average age of our player base 40? And we can't get any new blood in. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe because you keep trying to hold on to a 2000s card game, you don't want anything changed? Like, I get it. All right. You saw the first one's chaotic. Apparently, completely totally unrelated to the news we just got, right? And it's a good show. Don't get me wrong. All right. But it's also like, oh, our big animated like side companion is the original show in HD. That's it. What would you want me to have faith in this? Appealing to anyone but the Grognards? Nostalgia has to have a limit. This is what we're pushing the limit of. All right. Sorry for the monologue.
No, it's just the monologue was also hit with a bunch of static, so you just kept going. Even though I said, "Hey, man, you're starting to robot out here." I'm trying to warn you.
Oh shoot, I picked it. Oops.
Yeah, you heard me. That kept going because you were on a roll.
Shoot. All right. Oh, let me
It's
try to
fine.
unplug and replug. Well, if anyone gets a static cut of that.
Uh, no, that's
All right. Any better?
nope. Oh, maybe it's my
Shoot.
end. Give me a second. All right, let's go back. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh man, it's still bad. Okay. Well, this is the last news story, so we're pretty much done anyway.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, monologue so bad it killed the mic. Okay.
but so my opinion on this is, I feel like after hearing this, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Chaotic is. I saw that, and I saw that video, and I'm like, chaotic is very much a tragic product of its time, in like the most product of its time way possible, where this could not, this theoretically probably can't work anymore because the internet. And then there's also the issue of, well, how one of the big things was like you got a source, right? You have people like we have long since passed the era of uh, you put your show on TV and people find out about it that way too, right?
Yeah.
Which it's there, but that's not part of why that's important. The point being is also like, not to mention the altered stats and whatnot. Like a lot of things have to kind of be adapted for a modern time, and I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm still excited because if it does work, it'll be outstanding. But I do, but I do agree. It's like, how are you gonna get new people in once the nostalgia fades? Which,
Yeah.
ironically, is one of the few things Wishrow did do correctly with how they handled in my opinion how they've handled the the
Encounters.
no, hell no, how they handled the D series introduction being, yeah, this is a time jump from the original era. So a lot of those, like a lot of things have changed from that era, and I'm like, I like that. I wish the card game represented it a lot better right now, but for the most part, I like that idea. Just like, hey, it's been the world has also changed alongside you. Right? It's kind of
Right.
like kind of like, for example, like I didn't find this out until today, but like Marathon, like the strat shooter, is a sequel to like the first two games, like taking place like what, almost like 400 years after the second game,
Oh.
or something akin to it.
Right.
Like the whole thing is mostly just about finding out what happened to the original, to the Marathon like ship. I'm like, oh, that's
Oh
pretty
wow.
cool. Wrong place. But yeah, it's very much like just something like that. It's like, reintroduce the world. Like you can't stay in that old world forever, and
Right.
changing would be probably a good idea. Now, I'm cool with that because it's like, hey, 20 years you want at least reprinted, and the way the game works is like, we can do that technically. But it's like you're gonna have to eventually bring in some new stuff.
Yeah.
So, again, it's a wait
Like
and
it.
see.
Right. It's just like, where does the nostalgia fade? Like, what happens at nostalgia's end, right? Like, I bring up Avatar: The Last Airbender all the time, right? But it's like, even when Avatar goes in for nostalgia stuff, it still at least tried to move forward. It was at least given a chance to, right?
Uh
If
huh.
we're going moving back. This, I'm like, how much are we hinging on a bunch of people that watched the TV show that was just happened to be on the biggest like Saturday morning block at the time from 20 years ago? And of those, I mean, we're bailing on the people that actually played the card game. And of those, we're bailing on the people that still care and still have the collection. And then you're gonna have someone say, "But guys, listen, back in 2008, it was part of the big three." It's like the 2008 big three.
We're about to hit 2028 big three.
Right, like we're talking about. But mind you, this was back when people didn't care about the Pokemon card game nearly as much, right? Like, wow, you were bigger than the Pokemon TCG back when no one cared about the Pokemon TCG? Cool. And that's one claim to fame, I guess.
I mean,
Look,
I think the hilarity of like the big three is like it's sometimes you think about it, it's like, yeah, the thing about the big three isn't like right. It's like the big three wasn't the big three because it was they were making much money. No one really cared about card games like that.
right.
Like it was the big three because they were the most well known.
They're the only three card games that didn't immediately die after 2 years. That's it.
Yeah, and they were like kind of basically the first.
Right.
Like they started the
It's like
trend.
the Shonen Jump big three, right?
Yeah,
It's like we know Bleach is not up there with One Piece and Naruto in terms of sales, but
but it was there in
close
that
enough.
time, and it was like it had a strong following.
Right.
That's why even though Bleach is like basically like we should have been done with you, there's still people who are generally still excited and are waiting for that final cut. But yeah, that is the news. Oh boy, not a lot of news, but some pretty like interesting topics of discussion there.
For sure.
Yeah, so that is the end. At that point now is also the end of the podcast. Our next episode is currently scheduled for June 12th. Oh boy, there's a lot that could possibly happen in that time frame because I think
Boy.
what
Wait, what's happening within that time frame?
I think we might have I think we might be like on the edge of another Bushiroad product stream.
Oh no.
Yep, it's around that time, buddy.
Alright.
Who knows what happened? Obviously we're gonna talk about whatever happens during Summer Games Fest. If there's anything
Yeah.
that we are intrigued about and whatnot.
Totally early. No the super special, super secret Atlas products that may be revealed during Summer's Games Fest.
I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, that is
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
yeah. But everyone else, that is it for this week's episode of the Out of Pocket Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can
Yep.
find us on all of our socials, which are down in the description. You can find us on some podcast apps or whatever. We're on YouTube Music, uh, and whatnot. So yeah, we will see y'all next time. Have a good night, everybody.